question, which I'm not going to answer because I'm going to say everyone can wake up. I'm looking for 19 of you. Sorry for the extended night phase. I hope you all understand that people were getting themselves ready and etc. This is a 19-player game with 4 Mafia who have 2 KP until there are 2 left, which point it's reduced to 1. It has a full cop who got a night 0 green check at random. It has a full medic and it has a 1-shot vigilante. In the night, Mav, you die. Peepers, you die. The day begins.
I formal Ryan.
I formal Pope. Those are
I second Ryan.
Pope kills.
Oh my God. Ryan is never living. If he's down
Ryan.
after that last game, I don't even care. I'm not listening to anything you say.
Good
Go
start.
ahead, swear on
Good,
your friendship, swear on your life. I do not care.
Swear to sweet baby Jesus himself. Come on.
So my first thought is about. I'll just take this time to speak. I'm pretty sure those are the exact night kills that happened last week. Mav, I'm pretty sure those were the exact Mafia kills. Mav, Peoples. I don't know what game it was specifically or who was Mafia. I know I was Town though.
Are you
thought it was Mafia with you that game.
Thinking of the game where it was Mav and Garinsky got saved? Night 0?
How is this relevant?
Maybe actually.
It's not.
Ryan, how is this relevant?
It's his fault.
Because
You're wearing bunny ears like you did last week.
Okay, so the things have happened this game. Double-A's pushed on me, or it's probably Townie pushing on me. Whatever. He would do this. Whatever. That's the only thing that's happened, Kenny, apart from the night kills. That's why it's relevant.
Hey, Ryan, I'm conflicted.
Not really.
So you
What
think
does he have to do with those 19?
Double A pushing you as Townie, but
No.
I could see Double A
you
as
could do it
Mafia
both,
leaving you alive so he could push a kill on you like this.
Yeah, whatever.
Did you watch a second of
his
last
reaction
game?
was that stage.
Did you watch a second of last game?
This is not Double A's Mafia strategy.
He's okay. The reason why he's pushing on me is because he's mad at me doing something like ungame related. And
we're not voting on someone that gets formal in 30 seconds in the day. So, like, I understand Double A's
why Google seconded you, Ryan? You have a read on Google's.
Hashtag 2 lynches.
It's a question. I have to ask it.
Did you say I'm still Mafia?
No, but I'm saying it's never too early to kill Mafia in response to nil type thing.
But also,
I would agree if he like crumbled.
But Kenny, here's another reason. It's almost like Mafia have an easy reason to like bust me if it looks like I'm not getting a lot of votes, if I have partners, and also Mafia have an easy
back when the foremost 30 seconds in the day, Kenny.
Do you think? All right, like stop talking to me about it.
It's never too early.
Okay, it's never too early. There's lots of excuses that Mafia can say, like I didn't vote because it was too early. I did vote.
I do think Ryan is Mafia.
We're definitely voting.
So
I'm actually not Mafia.
Duke, stop chewing with or talking with your mouth full.
Like,
Duke, live your fucking life. Don't
chew with
do what Daniel has.
Like, I don't even think I can like convince people in town because I just won as Mafia. It's actually
Ryan, I think you're an inner child right now. I'm gonna bury you right now. You're Mafia. Get out of here.
Wait.
See you later.
Okay, yeah, Rolla, what is it?
Do those two statements?
I'm not gonna say it. It's a stupid question.
If I was Mafia, what would I do?
Okay.
Yeah, that's
by the way, is 100% Mafia.
Well, I'm just trying to fill the formal.
Me? CPB, he literally did a Mafia tell where he says some stupid shit like he did to Ryan.
Hey Rex, you've said that before when he's been Town.
Every game,
maybe he just feels like trolling.
And Bayrex isn't even defending me there because there's 2 lynches, so Bayrex might vote on me and then also try and kill CPB.
I tried to flash you guys my stomach. Could you see it?
Pope.
I think so many people have called him Mafia. He has to be Mafia.
But I don't think it's enough to form one right now.
If Double A is Mafia, then he wouldn't kill me in the night because he would do this.
The reason I
think you don't put your hand up because I'm actually good at the game and as
No, you're not.
Also, if I'm fucking PR here, I'm not claiming just so you guys.
This game has gone from 0 to 100 way too fast.
I like it.
Contradicts
Double A's just a troll. Look what I've done.
I think I'm gonna die. Enough people are expressed. And
you actually think you're gonna die, Ryan? You could have literally said nothing for 4 minutes, and people still wouldn't vote on you.
Like at least 5 or 6 people have expressed.
No one's voting on you.
There's 4 Mafia.
Ryan, I'm pretty sure you're not dead. Just trust.
All right. Well, I do. I know I'm Town and 4 Mafia.
You probably should rescind if
I think
Dude, Ryan, hard claim Mafia, you still won't die.
He can't rescind.
Devin, you better not.
Time's up. Push your rescind. Double A. It's been pushed 10 seconds, Ryan.
Devin, I swear to fucking God, if you vote on me when you know I'm town, like, I'll be mad.
With 17 alive, it will take 9 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Ryan, raise your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
6 fucking
6 is not enough. The day continues.
Christ.
Ryan has
Almost.
No, Double A, you can be mad all you want to, but he's town.
He is town.
You can be mad all you,
You
want
guys
to.
don't know my
He's
answer.
literally
I think
always
he's town.
town.
What
It's
Double A
okay.
did?
Do you realize what he did?
He is though. He's young.
That was literally the equivalent
I'll
of
give you
saying, "I swear on my
4 right now
friendship,
from that.
don't
So
vote
I'd
on
like to
me."
interject and talk about what Bayrex has said. I agree with that. I think that the people who are calling Ryan hard town are more likely to be Mafia.
If Double A ever flips Mafia,
You have to
Ryan
think we're
definitely
both
with him.
Mafia together.
That's not Mafia. That's not the person
Double A
that's
is not Mafia. Double A is
Why would you
salty,
ever
not
put that,
alignment
Ryan?
indicative.
That's
He's
how I talk
salty.
to town
The
reads.
point I'm
There's
making
no
And I'm
is
never
I'm
gonna
not
be
sure
off
about
that.
Ryan's
at
alignment, but I'm not
all,
voting
ever.
that
Ryan
early in
and
the
Double A
day.
are
Even
town
with
To
two
me,
boys.
it serves
Yo,
everything
Pope,
I
I think
why
he
do
did
you vote?
enough as well.
Anybody want to give me immunity? Is that
He
okay?
tried to talk about the
Does
9-0.
someone- Oh, I can just do
Fuck it, who cares?
Bayrex, no.
Oh, poor
I'm
Bayrex.
just making a joke.
I know.
Double A gets all the seconds, Bayrex.
It doesn't matter. Even if I call
I'm
him
fairly
Mafia,
confident
it
Double
won't
A's
do
town
nothing.
off that.
Pope, what did you
I
think about
agree.
Ryan?
I'm really confident.
I didn't listen to half of it.
I have no idea how to put
Okay.
my hand up.
You
I
should not be
respect that.
doing town at all.
All right.
Prove your own.
I'm gonna give my current stance on the game. I think that Ryan from the half I actually listened to felt emotionally engaged. I think that Rolo's a PR. That's code for I think he's Mafia. Well, I think he's kind of scummy for the hashtag 2 lynches. I think that felt like almost awkward or forced.
Rolla said that?
Yeah, he did say hashtag 2 lynches during Ryan's formal.
No, it was in response to Niltek. Niltek said something.
I
Like,
think I'll give a tiny micro read on Duke being town, and I think that's about it right now.
Well, where was my town?
No, I'd also like to point out that I don't have the Rolo town reads. Not yet.
I am too.
reading that much into it.
Hope, I voted on the guy that you're saying is pretty town, and I tried to like get him.
Yeah,
Like,
I did this
advocate for
last
his life.
week, and I got town read for it by Pope.
Why did you Mafia read
that
Ryan?
game, I guess, but
Okay, so
still
Why are you trying to get town read by Pope?
No, everyone be quiet. We're gonna listen to Duke's reason why he voted.
He came to the opposite conclusion.
My Mafia read on Ryan is so pure, you're all gonna regret not voting. I actually tried in his formal. It was a 30-second.
I've changed my play.
No, listen, hear me out. It is
In
a
the past 3 days.
30-second formal. Ryan knows that like he's never getting lynched. So town Ryan.
No, I don't.
Around and he
I got
would've joked
fucking
around.
6 votes.
The only reason why that's because you fucking tried to give a formal.
How many of those were troll votes, though?
I don't know how many.
None of them
Mine was serious.
Me.
I'm probably gonna
Mine
tell
were.
him.
I think you're
Double
dumb.
A, Kenny, Duke were all serious.
Can we
Fletch
actually
probably,
not talk about Ryan?
Fletch may not
He's
think
got
I'm Mafia, but
immunity.
Ryan, what did
He's
I say
got
about
fucking
you?
immunity.
Ryan, what did I
Shut the
say?
fuck
I
up.
told you, no, dude. I really don't like that you voted there, man. I think you of all people, like, don't vote on early formals.
I don't think you troll vote and Mafia.
You're right. I don't.
Why did you vote? Fletch, why did you vote?
Regardless of his alignment, people should understand that Mafia kept their hands down.
I don't read Ryan well to begin with, so I always vote on Ryan.
Let's go Double A.
If Ryan's
Two,
town, how many Mafia
Fletch
votes?
speak.
That's a good
Fletch
question.
speak.
Probably only one, maybe two.
Maybe
mostly
4.
because I don't
Maybe
read Ryan
one. I
well,
think
and
I
always
agree
vote on
with
Ryan.
all of that.
And 2,
Thanks for asking that, by the way, Ryan.
Or 3. I think we get all
you might be
or
Mafia.
0. All right,
Or
we got them
0.
all.
Wait, what did you say, Fletch?
Yeah, I want
Yeah, I don't have a
makes
town
no
read on you, and I
sense. Why
normally
would you-
do.
Why would you ever vote on someone that's been formal 30 seconds
Something's
into the
wrong.
day?
Because
That's
Because
not
you have
reject.
something
That's not
called
reject.
balls.
Okay, Niltek, it's like somebody's trying to squeeze through.
Just like last
Double A
It's
is so
unfamiliar
town.
to a lot of people in this game.
Just like last game when you got lynched Double A, they had balls to think that reads actually mattered to them.
So why did you push to vote? then,
Reads
Niltek?
shouldn't matter. I agree, dude.
I didn't push
Niltek,
to
that's
vote.
normal.
Fuck off. What are you talking about?
I did not rescind. You did push to vote. You pushed
That
to
was
vote.
Double
I
A.
never formal. What are you talking about?
Oh, I'm fucking
Double A has
retarded.
Duke is so Mafia.
No, please
La
continue.
di da li da.
All right,
Dude, come on.
CPB, give me full reads.
So
Full reads list.
I can't talk over people.
Double A's town, Ryan's town, Barracks' town, Pope is town, Duke is Mafia,
Holy fucking shit.
Kaney's town,
Whoa.
Boogie's town. There you
All
go.
right,
I
CPB's
don't know about the Kenny
Mafia.
one, man.
Did CPB
You're
become
on
a
another
god
level
overnight
there,
or
dude.
something?
No, CPB's
I
just
gotta,
Mafia.
I gotta try to
No,
keep up
that's
with
the
this
Kenny
dude. I don't
one.
know.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
honestly think he just TMI'd there,
You have
and
too
that
much-
most of his town
You can
circle
go-
is town,
Alright,
and
Mafia
I think
team,
he's
we
his
have
Mafia
to-
partner.
Type TMI.
Katie, I dare you to bust CPB right now.
You think I'm being an inner child town?
Katie, I dare you to bust CPB right now.
I encourage all my partners to bust
Dare
CPB.
you.
I dare you to come
No,
at
I dare you to bust him.
I dare you to come at me.
I will
Devin.
bet $100 a town
you.
loses this
That's me
game
coming
at
at
this
you.
point. Anybody willing to go against me?
No.
All right, well, I think your stance was a little, I think it was a little too early for you to give a stance, which is a red flag in my mind. I'm going
I
up
think
against
CPB and Boobles were both.
I don't know if I have 100 right now. Though, I can
Each day I'll go down $20.
We need some.
I'm pretty sure Kenny formal CPB.
So,
I need some order in this
I formal
court.
CPB. Alright, cool. So round 2, Ryan, who should have died last night, didn't die. Round 2, CPB should have died last night as well. Period. Let's just fucking lynch this guy, because he's most likely not going to fucking contribute to the game anyway.
He just dead?
Well, just
What did he
hear all those
contribute?
reads.
It's not bad.
He just contributed more than I've ever heard him contribute on day one.
Why do you have those? Why do you have those people as town people?
Alright, shut up. It's informal. Fuck off.
Fuck off, I had an accusation.
CPB, explain your town reads.
Explain every single read that you just gave.
Agreed.
Starting with
It
your
was
mom.
all interactions off of the Ryan formal that I
All of them.
don't.
So,
Right.
But no tax just said that formal is going to be useless.
So why?
You keep bringing
The
up
formal itself
Ryan.
is useless.
You keep bringing up Ryan after Ryan has immunity. It doesn't discern anything by talking about Ryan. Any
But
point
it does,
on
right?
this.
Because you discern my alignment. If people are asking,
You bust me.
As we all know, my reads are bad. So if I say reads, they don't mean anything.
If your reads are based on interactions in the Ryan formal, and you're saying it doesn't mean anything, and he's bringing it up, like
CPB,
contradiction.
do I have
right?
your consent to start a Twitter account as you?
You can go to www.notathing.com. There you go.
I agree.
I think that's a no. I think that's a no.
I'm not voting now. I'm not voting.
Let's make it a thing, CPB.
That's not a thing.
CPB,
I encourage
you
my
explain
partners
how
to
you
stop
got any of
busting.
your reads in any
We
depth.
could sell millions.
That is a website.
Is this the right time to bust my partner CPB? Andy?
Feel free to,
Andy,
Boobles. Yeah,
are
if
you
you
okay if I
partner
do
by
that
all
now?
means. Yeah, go ahead. Go
I'm
right ahead.
voting,
The more
that's
votes, the
it.
better. Yeah, okay.
CPB is
So
my
it's
actual.
actual one of my town in my town circle. That's cool.
Double
You're
A,
not
you feeling
pocketing me
better?
with that, by the way, Devin.
It's CPB's.
What'd you say?
Double A, you feeling better?
Said you're not pocketing me with that, by the way, Devin.
What does that mean?
Who the fuck cares? It's CPB's formal. Shut
It's
up.
my formal, but no one seems to care. No one gives a read.
How about you keep
Like
talking?
I love you.
I mean, I did talk, and I haven't given my reads.
Keep talking. That was the whole
So
point.
you want me to fill 2 minutes worth
Have you
of
gained
nothing?
any more reads throughout this formal? Have
Stop
you?
talking to
I
him.
have
Give your
not
town
gained
Stop
nothing.
talking to him.
Because I already forgot it. Give your
All right,
town
Del-
again.
Go.
Double A, Barracks, Ryan, Andy, Boobles, Katie, Town. Duke is Mafia.
I like half of
There you
those.
go.
Why Boobles?
What's your West read?
You guys know how great it is to be
Why
part of
Boobles?
CPB and then you just
CPB, why Boobles?
Why me? Why me?
Because
I don't know that you're lying.
it's a body
Because
read.
why?
It's a body read.
Fuck, CPB, you're gonna get me killed.
Alright, let's reduce KP to 10 points.
CPB just like my fucking death warrant.
Dude, Scott, we're coming to you after this, dude.
Face. Come on, baby.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine anybody in this game actually has a read on CPB right now.
No one does.
Nobody does.
I don't want to.
I don't know how-
I don't want to lynch him right
I'm
now.
being
By
the
the
inner
way,
child, day one, vanilla town lynch.
Just
That's what
because you
I'm
can't
doing.
read him, I don't know.
Inno Child isn't
Pope, let's go
vanilla
back to
town, though.
busing.
What are you
Pope, let's
talking
go back
about?
to busing.
like,
Inno Child's the most powerful PI in the game.
Pope, what if I told you a better way to read CPB is to look who pushes on
Fuck the
CPB?
fuck right off. Anyway, if you can't read CPB,
why is everyone fucking off? That's not nice. Can we cut the fucking off
You gotta
off?
fuck
Actually,
on.
Alright, fuck the
This
fuck
is a
right off.
Christian
Anyway,
stream.
CPB.
This is a Christian stream, everyone.
If nobody can
Daniel,
fucking
you're
read,
next.
Hail
nobody
Satan.
can read CPB, and if you think you're never gonna be able to read CPB, just put your hand up. Who the fuck cares?
It's
Because
that
I'm trying to win the
simple as
game.
it
Because
is.
we
Unlike
can actually have a read on a
Yes,
Mafia
we're
and
gonna
kill a
win
Mafia
without
today.
having him as a mislynch later in the game.
this is-
Guaranteed.
Dude, we can still kill a Mafia today. There's 2 lynches,
Always
PTK.
good to lynch.
CPB,
That's
who would
true.
be your
That's
team?
true.
But what if we
Always
got
good.
2 days?
That's a good question.
We're reducing KP.
It'd
I'm
probably be
thinking that.
Duke,
I'm asking
West,
you a question for
Daniel,
all of town. Do you
PTK,
want him as a
Barracks, did he
mislynch
talk to you
later?
at
something
all?
in there.
Well, did you
Yeah,
just say
it might be
Mafia?
Mafia, actually.
Didn't, are you the one that said he's 100%
Yeah, Wes, it's
Mafia?
okay.
Me too? Oh, man.
I thought it was, but
This is a
like,
waste
the
of
way
lunch.
people are pushing on him doesn't seem
Rolo
like.
isn't gonna vote.
Wes, we have to.
I'm
vote.
glad that I know that with
Listed our
12 seconds to decide.
All right, 10 seconds.
Whoa.
Inner child here. You know,
Good
the
man.
formal, the Mafia, and the other formal. Push
Top
the vote.
10.
Time, push us in, Kaney.
Push.
10 seconds, CPB.
Do I, Captain?
I already gave my 10 seconds 10 seconds ago. There you go.
With 17 alive, it will take 9 to lynch. If you wish to vote on CPB, please raise your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
Attaboys.
CPB, you have died. Go to sleep. The day continues. You have a second form.
Go to sleep.
Go to sleep, take it to sleep.
Safe. Nice save.
I think Kaney's down after that.
How do you ever read Caney Town after that?
I think I hammered that.
That's an. I think you calling Caney Town after that is an atrocity.
Get the fuck out of here, fam. I don't care. Caney tried to get CPB to project Town his form if he was down. He tried to.
Really? Did he?
He
did you vote?
No, he tried to offer him on the clock. I did the same thing as well.
He just said you just literally
and he doesn't project
us all to
Town.
kill him.
So you just vote.
Yes, but I stopped. I stopped everyone from talking.
Said,
I wanted. If you listen, I will fucking explain it. Double A. I don't need you to fucking try to put words in my mouth. So what I did was I tried to stop everybody from talking over this fucking kid who doesn't even decide. Like, hey, I'm Town. That's all you need to say. I'm Town. No, doesn't even do that during.
Okay, do you realize he gave reads before you?
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. His play is terrible. He never fucking contributes.
He never.
He gives a
but that was a fun CPB.
That's what I tried to do.
I don't give a shit.
He cost me more here to have fun.
CPB's formal.
I think not to vote on it was that way.
Let's talk about something else.
No, fuck the fuck right off. You let me finish what I'm saying, and then I stop talking.
Oh my god.
I've been there.
No, I stopped everyone from fucking talking.
Did you formal Caney? I formal Caney?
Alright, cool. I'm the VT. Fuck the fuck right off. I stopped everyone from talking during his
Accusation on Caney.
I stopped everyone
Yo,
from
I got
talking.
an accusation, dog. That's how the game works. I get a solid. I get a 1 minute here to tell you that. I rescind. All right.
Come on. Use the minute. Use the fucking minute.
Stop fucking.
Okay, that makes sense.
Oh my
No,
god.
Caney, we get it.
Oh my god.
Fuck the fuck right off.
Okay, so a lot of people are
Guys,
going to scale. I don't
if
think
you
we should
let me
have.
finish
There's
what I'm
people
saying for
including
5 seconds, I'll stop talking for quite a
and
while.
CCP who's dead.
Who's
read
I
me?
get cancerous.
Who's read me Town?
You were one of
Who told me that
you gave
Pokemon's
2
better
town
than
reads.
DM
So
games?
I want to bring this up. I want to bring this up to town. Patrick gave 2 town reads. He said after Ryan's formal that he thinks Ryan is town.
What are you talking
And he
about?
said something to
Can we
CPP
just
as well.
formal Andy?
But
Yes, I formal Andy.
Okay.
Andy's town. Andy's town.
I formed a double A.
Did you vote on all the votes?
All right, there's a formal on Andy. Andy accusation. I believe
I'm shooting double A
I believe
today.
you were just
No,
looking
you're
at.
not.
I believe you were just looking at Caney
Yes,
through
I
a
am.
mafia lens, to where he wasn't actually Townie, but you're mafia, and it appeared Townie from your POV, but he wasn't actually Townie ever. Everything Caney did wasn't Townie. It actually was extremely scummy, but for some reason you thought it was Townie. I think we should kill. Let's go with all the voters on CPB minus Caney, Fletch, and maybe Wes.
Tried to hammer Wes. Wes, you tried to hammer.
Oh, I
Yeah,
meant Fletch, by the way, not Wes.
You son of a bitch.
Why are you telling me?
Are you done?
Oh yeah, that's the end of my accusation.
All right. Okay.
Can I
So
have
first of all, why is Fletch town for you? I want to address that.
Fletch is down because during the midst of the chaos, he tried to give a read that was analytical. I don't remember exactly what it was and couldn't tell you really who it was about, but he tried to pipe up and he said a few lines, and then Niltak tried to talk to him again. He tried to talk again, and people just kept talking over him. I don't think Fletch's Mafia would even make the attempt to interject. I think he would literally sit there and be a turd because Fletch sucks. Okay, that's it.
I think you might be right, actually. I think that's not a bad read to have. So the reason I thought Caney was town. So about midway through CPB's formal. Hold on, Duke. I want to go through some things first regarding what went on. So midway through CPB's formal, Caney tries to reach out to CPB. He's not just shouting at him. He's not bullying him. He's not burying him. He tries to reach out to him and get him to talk, to get him to project town. I did the same thing as well. I said to CPB, "Can you?" What?
He wanted him to
I'm saving
speak on his
double A,
own
by the way.
account.
I hard claim saving double A.
Yeah, but in doing so, he's trying to encourage him to project town if he's town.
No, he's not.
That's why I read Caney town for that. When people offer honor badges, Mafia don't do that. I don't want to talk too much about Caney. He's shitty now anyway. Other people I think are town this game. I think double A is pretty town for what he did with Ryan at the beginning of the day. I think it's kind of out that double A's Mafia arranged to do that. I don't see what he has to gain with doing that. I don't think he ever does that to Ryan as a partner, certainly.
Have you heard anything else Double A has said?
To.
He actually made a really tiny response to Niltak whenever Niltak said something to him.
Why would he not do that?
I don't, but...
Exactly. It's a free immunity, right?
But why?
You should believe that if I'm Mafia, I'm with Ryan. So you guys are stupid.
Yeah, but he's not. But here's the thing. I think that Ryan, Double A never needs to do that to a partner like Ryan. He might do that with a partner like CPB, right? Someone who's likely to get lynched later in the day. Maybe, but I've done it with weaker partners, or at least perceived weaker partners. People like Dave Dobb, I've done it before.
So sometimes I just bust him and lynched him.
Sometimes I give him immunity.
Do you think CPB was Mafia?
I can't read CPB at all. And when I asked him, can you explain any of your reads? Give me something that can project town. He didn't do it. So yes, people talked over him.
So you just voted on him because you had no read on him.
Yes, I did, because that's a correct way to play as town.
Oh, that's not correct.
Is that the correct way to play as town?
Oh, but why are you so indignant about CPB getting lynched? You never give a shit about...
I don't really care that he got lynched. It's a matter of the timing. The timing was ridiculous. There were still 10 minutes left in the day. I would have loved to hear other people talk and then attack.
Oh, and now you're rumbling town like a madman. You're talking about...
I want to talk about Patrick as well, which I tried to give a read on.
Playing the same when he's fucking interrupting this guy's phone.
Kenny, please. Yeah, okay, I'm just going to keep talking. So, after Ryan's forward, Patrick pipes up and says with utter confidence that Ryan's town. Now, I'm not actually 100% sure Ryan's town, but I'm not voting there. Right?
Come to the end of the day, you don't have better reads.
And that's why I came up and I said to him, I said at the time, I think the people who are calling Ryan hard town off that, like Boobles and PDK, I'm pretty sure were the two main ones. There's probably a Mafia in there, maybe even two. I don't think they can have that read at that time, right? So then later on, PDK also piped up during CPB's form. I forget exactly what he said now; it's come out of my head. But he said something that triggered. He said something that triggered off in my head about like he kind of knew CPB's alignment. I can't remember if it was
for that.
Patrick, maybe you can help. What do you remember?
I like the trolliness that he was going for. I was having fun.
Yeah, you seem very confident. You seem very confident he was town, and again,
I really wasn't. I mean, I don't know CPB's.
And it's just that it's the read I don't think you should have at that point. I could be wrong on you. I could be wrong on you. It's probably a pretty thin read. You wanted to ask me something? There's like 15 seconds left.
I just wanted to explain why I'm town reading you, and it's real quick. Andy always kills Caney every game he plays.
That's not even true.
Oh my god.
That's not the best. I mean, I probably would.
He night one them the last game.
But I probably wouldn't. No, I didn't. He died night one. I was town that game. I was caught.
Oh, okay. I thought you were
10 seconds for Andy alone.
Okay, I am town this game. I think that Caney and Double A are town. I think the Bayrex is likely town. I didn't even have time to talk about that read. It's the point in time when he got the town read on me when I piped up during CPB's formal, I think it was. I think the Boobles, Rolo, CPB, Patrick will have potential to be Mafia.
With 16 alive, it will take 9 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Andy, raise your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
Vote formal.
It's not enough. Please
interesting.
Continue.
Good job.
I want to kill Rolo now.
Okay. See, Caney knows how to read.
Of course, make it 3 for 3. I'm gonna give my reads. I'm gonna give my reads.
What do you mean? You saying Rolo?
No,
you saying CPB was a miss?
It's probably 100%.
No, you formed Caney, who's the Vigi. Then you formed Andy, who was obvious town.
No, Caney,
why don't you just explain why? Because from my perspective, what you were doing was not your normal town play.
I don't know. I'm not the town at all.
No, can you talk?
Just let Rolo talk.
I want to get my town.
No, I'm not
town
the
circle.
cop.
I thought he said it's Rolo just the cop. Okay, I think Andy's town. I think Bayrex's town. Double A, PTK, and Caney obviously. I sort of want to give a town lean to Wes, but possibly for bad reasons. I think Pope's being scummy. I think that's actually my only really competent scum read.
Did you vote on CPB? Yes, you did.
I did. And
wow.
Because Pope, everything Caney said about CPB is right, and it's right every single game we play.
Okay, so
you know that you play the same.
If you want to argue semantics and procedure, you lynch CPB whenever you don't have any other Mafia reads because you can't read him. You don't lynch him at the middle of the day.
What difference does it make?
I'm not gonna argue with you. I'm not gonna argue with you because I'm right and you're wrong. So suck a dick.
Fuck you, Pope. You don't fucking wait until he's
Rolo.
I'm sure between day one and Lilo, there's gonna be some time in the middle.
What are y'all doing? You're literally throwing the game by arguing.
There's some time in the middle. There's gonna be an appropriate time to pitch fucking CPB.
Second Duke.
No. Duke, I want to hear from you in a day. Getting information out of you this early is good for me.
You're also playing your Mafia game.
I'm the best, by the way. I'm just gonna put that.
You're really mad.
All right.
I think it's interesting that Wes is getting so many town reads. I don't think Wes has done anything that's his town play. I think that Wes's town, he doesn't necessarily control the day, but he like inputs a little more. And I can't think of a single thing Wes has said today, and that either means he is inputting and it's just not meaningful, or that I'm not listening. And I'm pretty sure I'm listening. Andy is probably always down to me. I could just be giving him not enough credit for the player he is. Every game that I've modded or seen him play with Caney in it, Caney has died night one or both of his partners like overvoted on him, and his reaction to me giving that town read is like super towny, right? Like he didn't just go like, yeah, totally. He was like, I don't know. Like Mafia just takes a town read. It's also really weird that everyone's so quiet in my formal. How the hell do like CPB isn't able to talk?
I have a good question for you, Duke.
I generally read that as Mafia.
Duke, okay.
Yeah, like,
Sorry, Duke.
Your questions can go after. I got a few other things I want to say.
You bring up the quiet, and then you want to not get questions.
Fuck now, fuck you.
You guys can do whatever. Bayrex is probably Mafia because he's trying to talk in my formal. Ryan is almost always Mafia. I wholeheartedly believe that Ryan. I don't know who formaled me. I'm not paying attention to the game. Ryan.
No, I'm not.
I thought the vote on CPB would have gotten me more credit. I think Ryan tries a lot harder than Mafia. He can say he's changing his play. He can say he's doing all this shit. But like Ryan, 30 seconds in the day, like doesn't try hard that hard unless he's Mafia. All right, but what's your question?
No, I'm not gonna ask it because it was kind of trolly and unnecessary.
That's fine.
What do you think of Fletcher's blanket?
Pope's really scarred.
Looks like
he is.
I think Pope.
He was very self-conscious about that
He's
interaction.
trying to be scummy.
Sorry, Duke, go on.
I think
it's working.
Is interesting in this game.
I can tell you
because the kills lead to Pope, right? Like Pope always kills Mav because that dude's a free town read. When it gets
my kills would have been Mav Peepers, not Mav Peepers. Mav CPB. I wouldn't have killed. I wouldn't have killed Peepers.
Like, I think people who like try to read Pope day one, like unless you have a history, like a good history, just leave Pope alive and then figure it out later. Because Pope, you're either gonna.
That always happens. It's always good at figuring out Pope later. That's good advice.
It is what it is, right?
Did you give an opinion on Optic?
Oh. I was just about to talk about that. I think Optic is interesting. I think Optic asking me about my vote and then saying I still don't like your vote, that sounded like he was trying to evaluate my alignment. So I wouldn't want to kill Optic today, but I mean, he's wrong on me. So like, I guess that is what it is. Killing folks also saying that I believe you when I like claimed that CPB busting me really sucks. I think that's more towny of Killing Folks because Killing Folks comes off like a lot more awkward when he's Mafia, and that felt natural. Niltech has not felt natural today. Niltech has also felt like every time people like are he's trying to traffic cop, but it doesn't feel like his normal traffic cop. I'll leave Daniel regardless, just because I don't.
Good read.
He can't traffic cop with people yelling.
It's fine. I think
that's why you traffic cop.
It's your follow through on certain things, right? So I've heard you say shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, but then you didn't have like questions afterwards. And normally you have questions that are good for town, and I haven't heard any of those questions coming out of you.
What are you talking about?
Niltech.
Okay.
AA, I'm also conflicted on because I can see a world where he does the thing with Ryan as Mafia because he knows that he'll get town red for it, right? Like, it is such an easy narrative for him to push, and he is such a good player. Oh, I'm mad about last game. I'm going to push on the guy, keep him alive, and maybe I get him lynched if not to get town red for it. Or him as town. All right, I just want to kill this guy to get the fuck out of the game because he's legitimately mad. I watched the game. I didn't realize he was actually that upset. Like, I was only listening to audio because I don't want to crash my car driving home, right? So he didn't sound mad, but maybe
push or send.
No tech.
Sorry.
10 seconds for Duke alone.
Town.
With 16 alive, it'll take 9 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Duke, raise your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1. Vote. Duke has lived. You have 2 minutes to make an RNG.
There's definitely Mafia.
Pretty sure Duke is town because both Rolo and Andy voted. Andy and Rolo are the two Mafia so far today. There you go.
Can we just lynch Pope today? Actually, that would be nice.
Killing
I
voted
think
on both
Rolo's
as
really
well.
talented for the way you blew up on Pope. But I didn't have a town lead on Rolo until then.
Can we hear from kill it, please?
I think we should kill like.
Niltech, you are probably the
Second informal you make Rolo.
The way that you were talking about the early formals in the day, it was from a tiny perspective. And then secondly, when
just so he
said
knows.
that he was going to shoot AA, you said don't shoot AA. He could be with Ryan. why as a Mafia do you say that, regardless of what the worlds are? Why does Miltak as Mafia with partners of AA say, don't shoot AA, he could be partners with Ryan? Why does he
quickly give your reads. Quickly give your reads.
Okay, you're the only town read I have. Everyone else has been like stupidly.
Do you have any scum?
Scummy. I can't read
everyone else.
Right? So why did you vote on me?
If you had 2 bullets today, who would you kill?
If I could kill someone,
2 people.
Literally anyone. Probably like
can't kill me.
I haven't necessarily liked him, and then I really don't have a second.
For fuck's sake, Wes, go quick.
I formal optic.
Second optic.
There's a formal and optic.
PTK got my back. Appreciate you, dog.
There you go, Niltek. Niltek, you're also sort of my second scum read. I think that the way you said, like, Duke, like, I'm going to push on you for a Formula 2. For information for me is different from how you've talked outside of games. You've always talked about not making selfish things. So that's on Niltek, and now I'm going to Optic. But otherwise, I still think that you've done a fairly few towny things. I think the way that Duke defended Optic was sort of weird, but I thought Duke was down. I think Optic, you've done nothing, and I have a lot of town raids outside of you. So I think the way you just like spoke up there, like, oh, killing folks voted on both was very opportunistic. Like, right at end of the day, like, hey, let's get something going there.
No, so I thought it was interesting because Pope was talking about how Andy and Rolo were both were the Mafia there, right? I think the killing folks voting on Andy, like from Pope's perspective, I think that I think that he should think that Killing Folks is town because he voted on both Andy and Duke, and it's looking like
Killing Folks.
The votes were a little bit different.
Killing Folks' talk was kind of good.
So anyway, I think that in terms of town, I think Wes's town. I think the interaction he had with Pope at the beginning of the day was like lightly town, and I don't really have many other towns, so I'm just gonna give him a pass for today. I think that Duke was really towny in his formal. I think that he gave like this reads that he had that were really strong, and then Pope, he asked Pope if he had a question. It kind of broke up his formal into like 2 halves. The second half of his formal, he like was starting to evaluate on people he didn't talk about at the beginning of his formal. And all of that content was new content that nobody had really spoken about, which I liked. So
Who are you
I think
talking
that
about right now?
Duke, which is why I didn't vote on his formal. I think it was really towny. I think Bayrex, in his like he had a thing at the end of CPB's formal where Pope was like, does anyone actually have a read on CPB? And Bayrex was like, you don't have a read on CPB, you have a read on CPB based on who's pushing on him. It was like he was evaluating the people that were trying to push on CPB, and then based on his read didn't vote. I think that was pretty tiny from Bayrex. I also don't think that he makes those night kills. Those are the only town reads I have. I don't. What?
I think I like your read on Bayrex. I noticed the same thing during CPB.
Yeah, so I didn't vote on Andy. I think that he was towny enough to not get killed there when we had the potential to lynch other people. I think that people looking into AA and how AA started off the day is pretty bad. Like, whether he's town or Mafia, he can do that as either alignment. I don't think that he's necessarily always Mafia with Ryan if Ryan is Mafia. I think that AA can be Mafia on his own. I also like.
Wait, so I'm confused at what you just said. You said people pushing on AA are bad.
No. I said people getting a read off of AA pushing on Ryan early is dumb, right? He can do it as either alignment. He can do it as Ryan's partner.
Do you have a read on AA? Do you have an opinion?
No, I don't. I said that he can. I was just explaining that he could do it as partners with Ryan or as Mafia, not partners with Ryan.
So, is he just neutral right now to you? That's all. That's
yes,
all
I'm just saying that people reading him because of that early push are dumb. I think that the only other thing that I thought was kind of weird was Pope's read on Fletch. I didn't hear Fletch try to pipe up, and I think that that's like almost like a pockety thing for Pope to say, just to get Fletch to read him town. That's all I got.
I disagree. That's the only thing I read Pope down for at all this game.
Rebels is probably town.
So yeah, there are other lynches better than me. I didn't really talk a lot. So I understand why this form was landing on me. You should probably kill me because it's better for town to get 2 kills. But after this, I would go on PTK or Pope. Yes, Bayrex.
You think I'm sorry?
What?
Who was the person who farmed Pope?
I said the only thing I had of note was Pope's like pockety comment to Fletch calling him town. I'm not reading him hard scum for it,
I
but
understand where you're coming from.
I don't have any other like really hard scum reads, which is why after this I would go on Pope or PTK. I think that
you know how to
PTK,
shoot.
like hard defending CPV there, was also light scum, just because I think that PTK does that a lot more when he's Mafia and CPV's town. So I think that we definitely hit one if we kill PTK, because one between CPV or PTK was a hit. Also, so I voted on CPV because he does this thing where when he's Mafia, he tries to talk up earlier on in the day, so people will leave him alone for the end of day because they're like, "Oh, CPB talked, he must be town." He does it a lot more as Mafia, which is why I voted.
Time's up. Push or rescind. 10 seconds, Optic.
I'm town. Yeah.
With 16 alive, it'll take 9 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Optic, raise your hand to the camera and keep it there. In 3, 2, 1, vote. Eight is not enough. You have not rolled an RNG. Please go to sleep. Semi-night actions and AFKs. The people
who have died can rise again.
Yes, the dead may rise.
Except Peepers is slowly coming to the screen.
And in
there
Peepers' case, the undead, right? Because he's a 2,000-year-old zombie, vampire. Sorry.
And there's Mav. We can.
And Mav looks like Van Helsing.
What up?
Oh my god.
Hmm.
You know who that makes CPV.
What does it make me? What does it make me, Colin?
No, you actually like. You
Say
really,
it.
I'm trying to think like in the what's his name? In like Dracula Dead and Loving It and all the old Dracula tales, like he's got like the ghoul person. Can't think of his name.
I'm trying to follow you.
I think it starts with an R.
Trying to think.
Someone in Twitch chat has to know this.
Someone Google this, please, because this night chat needs it apparently.
No, it's not Igor. That's Frankenstein, dude.
Yeah, that's the wrong genre. Wrong retainer one.
Dracula's Sir. What's his name? I think it's like a Reinhardt or something like that. Renfield.
Renfield.
There you go.
Okay.
Yeah, that one. Draga's got it.
Egon, Ghostbuster, wrong movie. But hey.
Mav, do you like dogs?
I love dogs.
Do you have a dog?
I don't. No, not yet.
Yeah.
I want to get a husky.
Ooh. I almost got a husky.
They're expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, they're expensive.
But don't get the generic dog, you know.
You mean like to buy or to like, feed?
To buy, like if you get like one of the like bloodline ones.
Yeah,
but like even as I research it more and more, it's like the purebreds are like
so true. So true.
They're like having big problems because like you get the heart defects that show up.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I'd get like I've always gotten my dogs from like a shelter or something. Like I've gotten one dog from a puppy farm, but that was like
isn't a puppy farm
about it, but I did it.
I actually went to a pound like 3 years ago, and there was a husky there, and I was like sitting right next to it and like playing with it, and then I'm like, oh, I think I can maybe adopt this, and then I'm like, I go up to the counter, and she's like, yeah, family's already taking him.
Yeah, dude, I almost got a husky when I was young. I love the way huskies
You can't
talk.
compete with families when it comes to adopting things.
Yeah.
It's true of animals and children.
I think when I tried to get my husky, I showed up with like some like overly tattooed woman or something, and we're like, yeah, let's do this. And they're just like staring us down. I'm like, you're not gonna give me this dog, are you?
Yeah, because there's all those dog fighting things, and
that. I've also got like a background of owning dogs, so it's like not like you ain't gonna get that shit on me.
We should have I wonder if there's enough pets in the DM community to
Play a game of Mafia.
Pet Mafia.
Pet Mafia.
One bark for Mafia, one bark, two barks for
Hydras,
PR.
like a Hydra.
Can you imagine how many views that would bring in? Just like
the time was up. With 7 Alive, it'll take 4 to lynch. If you wish to raise your paw to the camera to vote.
Got a town tell on that one. He's wagging his tail too much.
Yeah, he's way too happy to be back. You see how his ears picked up every time he barked? That means he's telling the truth.
That cat is clearly Mafia with those eyes.
Fuck cats. I hate cats.
Yeah.
I am okay with cats, even though they're scratchy, diseased little buggers.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I just don't like.
I can go either way, but
I don't hate cats, but like I don't want one in my life. Like if you have a cat in your life, that's fine. Like that's your choice. But those things break.
If a cat is near me,
I'd never have a dog.
It goes to sniff my hair. If a dog is near me, it sniffs my feet.
If a dog is near me, it jumps up at me and tries to eat my face, and I don't want my face.
I don't have that problem. I don't have that problem at all.
Well,
they just
with this beautiful face, you know.
My dog that I have right now for a while was like, since he was like abused before I owned him, he was like a vicious little fuck.
I guess they train cats to detect avalanches because they're really good with their senses. I don't know.
Detect avalanches?
I
like you
think
carry
they
like
call them seismographs, not cats.
Like you go up on the mountain with a cat in a cage and like run if it starts hissing.
Cats are normally good at picking up storms, so yeah.
But like they train them to like they take them up on the. I read an article on it. I'm not lying about that.
I don't believe that you are.
Show me this article.
I just think that's a really like. How do you train
that? You're gonna have to
train that. Do you just?
I mean, this could be like notathing.com.
Just go up into the mountains and start yelling, and if the cat freaks out, your job is done.
But like the cat's like all bundled up in a snowsuit. It's like, oh, okay.
I don't think anyone would pay you for this. It's animal abuse, you know. Then again, we got dogs on the police force, so night chats, wonderful. Wonderful place. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. Why do people get out more upset about animal abuse than people abuse?
Because like people advertise that kind of stuff.
Because people are people and animals are cuter than some people, so you know, I don't know. Psychology says something, you know.
I mean, you can't really make a commercial about people abuse, right? Like, you can't just play some Sarah McLachlan over, like, a child being sex trafficked.
Yeah, that doesn't... Yeah, that doesn't
sell well is the problem.
What doesn't sell well is this night chat.
Hey,
no one's picking it up.
go.
No, we can drop dead then.
Yes, go away. I'd like the town to wake up and show me 16 lovely faces. Thank you for joining us here on day 2. It is a beautiful morning here in Cabot Cove. Unfortunately, we are going to be starting without Caney and without Wes. The day begins.
Caney, you knew who to fucking shoot.
He shot Wes?
Yeah, KP
No,
was
he didn't
definitely
shoot
really
anyone.
good.
Come on.
Shoot, what?
Obviously.
I wanted to shoot you Mafia scumboy.
Okay, so
Me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Oh no, I don't agree.
I am very confident
I
Optics
literally
Town
told
offers
him to
formal.
shoot me yesterday.
I agree. I agree.
What
with
don't
I
you
think
Mafia,
a lot of
agree with?
but I
potential
wasn't willing to
Mafia
bet he
also
wasn't.
voted on it.
There's only one thing.
Fletch, I think
I
you're more
literally
likely
didn't.
to be a
Do you
town in
think
the
as
vote.
Mafia, I wouldn't vote on anybody?
I
but
agree he was very
guaranteed-
counting as formal, but like I was not willing to not vote on it.
Yeah, so his
Yes,
flow of
that is
thought, his thought
correct.
process of 4
Fletch
straight
has the
minutes,
correct
and the reads he gave is like, I don't think I'm ever voting on Optics game. I'm winning.
When did you?
guaranteed.
I have a question, Bibbles. When did you become such a pussy when you're down? Like when Katie's like mad on me.
I lose vote on everybody when I'm Mafia.
That's why Katie dies last night.
Are you joking?
I thought he was super tense. I thought Optic was like, town.
Was you never gonna vote on him?
I made up my mind
so-
like a
okay.
minute and a half into his formal that I
All the
wasn't.
potential Mafia that
No,
could have
you
voted on
never gonna
Optic.
vote on him this
Miltac, I had Wes, but he died in the night, so not him.
Probably not.
BDK, Pope,
I want to pose
Rubles,
a
all
interesting
fucking
question. Can I just ask somebody
Yes, you can.
why is anybody town reading Rolo at this point?
Yes.
Strongly. I mean, are you strongly town reading him?
Fairly strongly.
No.
Okay, so Ryan, you're lightly reading him town. Can you tell me why?
Pope is just prodding around to see who can get misted today. This is so
Oh no
ridiculous.
no! But do you think I'm prodding around to try to get Rolo mislynched? No, I'm prodding around to get Rolo lynched because I want people to understand that he is Mafia here.
Oh, Pope, you have done nothing towny this game, man, at all.
Can you bear?
I'm about to blow your mind, Andy.
Can you bear Rolo?
Hold on, keep going, Andy. Keep going.
Actually,
Ryan.
that's not true. The flat lead was kind of towny.
I would trade CPP for Andy.
It was one of those reads where you throw in day one and you take out later on.
We already killed CPB, so we can't do that trade, dude.
Evaluation.
Miltech, the extent of Pope trying to bury me is going to be that I was wrong about the logic to pitch CPB too early.
Okay, can we please analyze the vote on Duke? I feel like that was the most relevant vote out of all of them.
Yes, I really have. I think
I
agreed with Andy's read, something like that, and like he seemed to be like reading people time.
Why do you think that's the best vote, dude? I had a split vote.
Two split votes.
I had a split vote and RNG won. And you're going to tell me that the Duke vote is the...
Okay,
no, it was
so here's the
RNG
thing
one.
about you. Here's the thing about you.
It was guaranteed.
Never mind then.
So the Duke vote is me, town.
Regardless of your alignment, I think Mafia voted on you, at least one or two.
No need
So
to
it
test
makes
the
it hard
alignments.
to analyze if you're actually town or not. Whereas Duke gave a very towny formal. I think Duke was by far townier than anyone formal.
I disagree. I think Optic is towny, although Duke did give a good formal.
You reading Duke based off his formal is terrible.
Yeah, the thing that he did with me, where he tried to town with me for not killing Kaney, was just...
on Duke.
Oh,
I think the people who voted to had no reasons to vote on
read I've
him.
ever heard.
I think killing folks in barracks were by far like the scummiest
Hey
thing
Ryan,
in that
can you give
vote.
where you're at?
Killing's
In the
town.
game.
All right, Andy. I get that you're trying to swag, but you should probably try to.
Wait,
It's such an easy review to give us Mafia, though, right?
Real quick.
Is he here for the guy that gets mislit most of the guy? What's the take? Thank
You don't think Ryan's
Wait, Ryan's the guy
Go
who
either
gets
way, Duke,
misled?
but I think the whole town
my
voted
God.
for Duke.
It's Lynn.
Others who are more scummy than him.
I don't know.
Please,
You read him down, right?
We have plenty of time.
I was in the no voters. You go
Maybe
on talk
Ryan
about how
is.
there's
I'd kill anyone in the vote, Rolo, but I think those two
wanna harp on
contributed
me?
nothing and did not have a reason to
for a
vote on
read I
somebody
gave.
that
You
town.
don't even evaluate the
We're
rest
not gonna hear
of
from
your read
Ryan.
on-
Can
So
we
I
hear
wanna talk
why
about-
Rolo is Mafia?
Constructively,
I am softening my I don't like. Obviously, that was not a read. That
I want to
was,
talk about killing folks.
believe that Andy
I think he's more likely town than not this game. I'll explain why.
All I'm gonna say is I dare you to claim fucking red check on me,
What-
double
what,
A. I'll
LT?
destroy you.
Yeah, let's
It's very simple. I think the killing folks is town just because he voted on everyone yesterday, even me.
I'll legit
So-
destroy
Oh
you.
no, you didn't vote on Ryan.
Can
Actually,
you give
did
a more
Okay.
explained read about
You still
PTK?
read on everyone else though.
So,
What
like,
if they're all town,
so
Andy?
what PTK does is he,
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna
he, like,
reevaluate the
hard
ones I
defends
read.
people that he knows
Okay,
that
this
they're
is completely
town.
blown
Like,
out of proportion.
and
Okay, I don't know what the
so
fuck
he
I
reads-
said.
So
Go ahead, but I'm gonna defend myself.
He like
Why I'm
defended.
asking
He had
about
this
more
thing
explained
after the formal where he
Thank
blew it
you.
out.
That
Where
is
he's like,
so
he goes, "There's this
bullshit.
time before the beginning of the day,
right?
and guaranteed when you
Yeah,
don't
exactly.
want to kill CPB." And he like went off, and I think
Exactly.
he was angry that like CPB got killed and was town, even though he's Mafia. It was
What?
like it's like really weird.
PTK
He's done it before
town.
with CJ.
Daniel, stop masturbating.
Yeah, people I enjoy playing with.
Dude, you
Okay,
can't tell me what-
I'm
You
trying
literally
to. I'm
reacted
trying
like
to
that when
maximize the fun
CPB has
here
been
for
killed
me.
too.
I think Ryan's Mafia.
Okay,
Me?
Yeah.
I'm not. I'll convince you if you want.
Okay, because Katie was spewing complete and utter bullshit about, okay, let's always just lynch CPB day one and move on. When what Pope said, where, okay, if we have people who we think are Mafia and we can't get reads on CPB, we lynch the people who we think are Mafia. We do not lynch CPB day one when we want to fucking reduce KP as soon as possible. Hello, are we playing the same fucking game? Let's go. Let's do this shit. Come on.
I agree. The people who have a brain agree.
Okay, I don't think PDK's Mafia anymore.
No, I did not.
I agree. He never was
What
Mafia.
an epiphany, Andy. Good
Literally, the way
job.
he reacted to you when you put scum on him day one was so towny.
Andy's Mafia. Don't
I
talk to
only
Andy.
read him
Bibbles.
town off what he just did there.
Can we hear from Ryan or Pope?
It seems like way too much. Like,
Rolo, why do you think I'm Mafia?
Dude, Pope and Bibbles are lying.
No,
I'm like
Ryan.
King
Ryan,
of
fuck you.
I
From the dead to say that to my face, Candy.
I think your early day one, the early day one stuff with you was like I was sort of on the fence with it, but I agree that there's Mafia in Duke's vote. It's not.
Who do you think it is, Sam?
And I don't think it's Andy, and I don't think it's killing folks. So that leaves.
Why don't you think it's killing folks?
So it would have to be what,
I thought
Bayrex
Killen was
or
Towny when he talked.
Ryan?
I thought the fact that
I don't think it's Bayrex.
So Towny that you won't lynch him today?
I don't know about that. I thought the fact that he only had.
Well, you're defending him.
Who, killing folks?
Yeah, you're defending him.
Killing folks is
I think he's Towny. Yeah.
Yeah, the read Killing folks gave on Notech was like really towny.
Yeah, I thought it was Towny that he only.
Miltech, Fletch Daniels, ship
Obviously, you
it.
need to do more today to actually earn a town.
I agree. I'd like to hear from him more, but
Sorry, Fletch.
Mafia?
I don't like that reaction. I'm
Full
sorry. I'm sorry.
conversation.
I'm sorry.
Ryan, thank you.
Tower right there.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I'm
Did
kind of
you
like
just call him Daniels?
I'm kind of ride or die.
You just called
with
LT Daniels.
optics because I didn't vote on him yesterday.
Did I?
Of the belief that
Well, his
if
name is
you
Daniels,
are ready to ride or die, or you don't strongly believe
Yeah, plural.
Agree.
Daniels.
Like
I want to hear LT's
optics
read, too.
formal was like really good from him if he's Mafia. I think AA is like obvious town from like his early day one, like, but from my perspective, I don't
think he's
doing
obvious
that as Mafia.
He's just Towny.
I think he's obvious town from that play. Devon's probably not Mafia because of the interactions she had with Kenny about CPB. That's where Bayrex is wrong. I want to know why he reads her Mafia. I liked Rolo's like. Can you mute? No,
Who the fuck is watching TV? Oh, yeah.
Oh, my bad. Sorry.
Oh, it's optic.
Always up.
So like Rolo, I read him like town because he made he gave thoughts.
I muted my TV.
That someone gave on Andy, or that Andy gave on someone else, and like he had a similar read, and he was reading someone town because they had similar reads. So that's why I read him like town. Bayrex is like strong town because of like what Andy said about him, but Andy's probably still Mafia.
Didn't you want to know why Bayrex did something about Boobles? Or
oh yeah, but I
something
don't care
Boobles?
about that yet.
who do you think scummy besides
The
Andy?
reason I voted on Duke, and I think he gave a good enough formal, was because I read him Mafia before his formal, because of like the way he was pushing on me just felt like forced, and like he made up like a meta read thing that's technically correct and just pushed it to get a lynch when he didn't actually evaluate me.
So I pushed the correct meta read, and that's.
It was yeah, but it's still wrong this game. And like, it's easy to push meta reads when they're not always 100%.
He just thought the pushing was weird.
I thought, the pushing was like the way you were doing it felt like forced. Where you weren't actually evaluating my alignment, you were just going, "Oh, Ryan did this in a play style like this, so I'm gonna push on Ryan because I can."
Do we all agree that Ryan's down now?
No, probably not.
No, I don't agree.
I don't agree. You're too self-centered. But I think Kaney dies last night because Kaney would defend me.
I thought Ryan was.
Did
we lynch Andy yet, or what the hell? Why you killed it?
Please say you're not actually counting Andy.
I'm gonna
I feel like I keep seeing Fletch's camera light up, but I don't hear anything that he says.
Can you
it's
hear me?
bothering me.
Hello?
Let's go.
Hello?
Go.
Yes.
Go.
Hi, Fletch.
Go, Fletch.
Okay.
Oh,
My
also
town
hi,
are Duke, Miltech, Andy, Optic, PTK.
We'll get you, LT.
My lightest is Optic because he lived in RNG, but I like his formal, or guaranteed. I don't know which formal it was, but either way. I want to lynch. I want to lynch between Pope.
What is this disinformation campaign? It was guaranteed.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
It was RNG too.
It was RNG too.
We got
I
three
want
RNG.
to lynch between Pope. I want to lynch between Pope, Ryan, Rolo, Kill, and Folks.
I'm in.
The last three. The last three
You want to
because
lynch
of the vote on
Kill, Folks,
Duke.
and Ryan?
The last three because of the vote on Duke. I don't like Pope talking this game at all. Everything he's said is like hot garbage. He's just talking to talk.
I'm falling asleep, dude.
I think Fletch is down.
It's the easiest game of my life, dude.
So
it's great.
Tried to second Pope yesterday, but I couldn't get to it in time.
Can we hear from LT real quick?
Oh my God, Fletcher's giving his reads.
Yeah, okay. I don't have many strong reads, so I'm just going to stay to the few strong ones that I have. Some of them have been repeated, but Optic, before his formal, he said something very analytical of him, and it just reminded me of a few games ago when he was town and everyone just like shit down his neck, and he got formal at the end of the day. He just got lynched because of it, and it just reminded me of the whole situation. So I was like, I think he's town there. Duke, I thought he was really town in his formal, and I don't know why Bayrex is getting pissy at people for thinking that for people getting reads about Duke within his formal.
Because I give really good formals.
That doesn't matter though. Because everyone can, it's not just based on everything. Like, how are you supposed to say all of your reads within an amount of time unless you're in a formal or you have the spotlight right now? I thought something that was really weird about Niltek, yesterday, all day he wasn't doing his whole traffic copy thing, and then someone said something about Niltek not doing his traffic copying thing. Then he instantly formals Duke, does his traffic copying, gets people not to vote on him, and then I think he helped push a formal on Optic. I don't know if that's actually accurate or not. I just remember him traffic copying after someone brought up that he wasn't traffic copying.
Why did you vote on Andy?
I voted on Andy because what the fuck was it? Who the fuck said the thing about him being always town because he would kill Kaney? Because I just didn't like that. Because I played one game with Andy. I haven't played.
It's terrible. That's why I voted on Duke.
I haven't played Mafia in so long. But Andy, one game he was Mafia. He was town red the entire game. He came out as cop, and he was Mafia, and he lynched me. And I have respect for you, Andy. I'm saying that. I think that anyone who says you're easy town read is fucking stupid. I didn't believe your formal.
That was a long time ago. That was the one in the 2 cop game, right?
Yeah, that was like
I don't get it. Counterclaim me and confirm me as cop. Like, confirm me. That's my partner.
I didn't like your formal at all because of that. I think you're Mafia.
I don't see what bearing that has to do with
Why do you read Devin
I think it's
the most. I think it just means you can't read me, right? So you voted.
It's the most memorable game of you right now, from my perspective.
I think your confirmation bias. So you might do
third one, please. Can I have 1 minute
why
here?
Rollo? Before you talk, Rollo, why?
I think those are the 3 lynches.
Why Rollo? Duke.
I gave him 1.
Wait, did you put my name in there?
No, let him actually talk.
You first, Andy.
I don't think he has a reason.
What's wrong with you?
Duke, why?
Sorry, you want my reads or?
Every time Rollo has talked today, it's felt like defensive and like why I'm like you have no reason to read me Mafia. That's every vibe I've gotten off of him.
Well, it's true.
But like that's initially
Pope pushing is a big influence in this game.
Pushing me for trash reasons.
You're gonna ask me a question and then not let me go through my line of thought. Like,
I have 3 reads.
Why do you give a reaction?
Quickly go through
Okay,
it.
let's do. Say what he wants to say.
Go ahead.
Pope could have trash reasons. If Pope was Mafia, he wouldn't give trash reasons. That's a terrible read. But Pope is Mafia.
It is a terrible read,
right? I
best
think
read I've ever
Andy is the link we need to fucking push today. Andy has not played. So I go from town reading him hard day 1. He comes out today. He kills Kaney. He says that weird thing about how I think Kaney died so that I could be because he knew.
I agree. Andy dead.
Let me finish. I have and then
I'm going after Duke.
That's fine. Go after me. And then Andy.
I don't think so.
Evaluate someone through their formal, right? Andy is saying basically that the only reason why he's Mafia reading me is because it gave him a weak town read. He didn't have any other reason besides a weak town read. So I get
something Mafia you do still makes you Mafia, and you can give a good formal as Mafia.
Like you're looking at
you're not a bad player.
Entire gameplay, there's no way, and then you don't fucking harp on it all day. You say your point, and then you move on to something else.
Boobles, please give your reads today.
My shitty town read on you all fucking day.
Don't like the wifey up.
You're trying to lose.
I don't care about you, Bayrex. Sorry.
To see if I can get lynched or not. I am never.
I'll take the spew.
I formal Andy. You guys can do it.
Second Andy.
All right.
No.
Formal on Andy accusation.
Approved.
I gave my.
I'm the cop. Andy's fucking green.
Yes, I knew it.
Oh, by the way, I'm the cop. I have a red check on Rollo and a green on Daniel.
Okay, so Pope's just red. That's fine.
I was actually going to ask you if you were going to claim.
Andy's green. It was obvious.
Hold on.
Okay, this is an accusation by Duke for a formal on Andy.
Ooh,
It just got rescinded.
so easy. This is too easy.
I rescind.
All right, Rollo never makes that claim as Mafia in the history of ever. You're all bad if you don't believe it.
Andy's green.
Who's the other one?
Andy's green.
I feel bad about second Mafia.
Andy's green. Duke's green. I checked Duke last night.
Duke's green. Okay, that's great. That's useful.
Is that not?
See you later, Pope.
It's a social check, but I knew that Because I knew me and Andy were green, I think if I can get a green on Duke, then I can evaluate his vote.
So Pope has to counterclaim here because he just gets wrecked now.
It's like Pope and Ryan plus whatever.
Why LT?
Why LT? Well, let me tell you, because I'm the cop and in this setup, I'm not allowed to fucking choose. I tried to check roll and I0 and they wouldn't let me. So thanks for playing. Okay, so I got the LT on I0. And also, by the way, Duke is actually. I can't yell right now. Duke is actually confirmed town because he is pushing against Rolo and Andy so hard. I was like willing to ride or die with him after he gave those reads. I was gonna. Also, I've been pushing.
Sorry, Duke.
This is so good. I wasn't sure about Pope.
I knew you were both Mafia.
I knew you were both Mafia.
I knew you were both Mafia.
He always was Rolo.
Also, if I were Mafia,
on me was a load of hot air.
If I
his accusation on you was a load of hot air.
If I were Mafia, I would have pushed.
It
might actually be the first town winning.
I can't actually yell over both of you, but if I were Mafia, I would have pushed on Daniel. I would have gotten Daniel lynched. It would have been so free. Daniel, I actually probably would have nice zero Daniel. Honestly,
Pope's just gonna go on and on.
Well, I'll stop talking.
Can we just lynch him?
I think town knows you guys are Mafia.
If you're not Rolo or Pope, shut the
Pope,
fuck
were you
up,
with CPB? That's hilarious. There's no way.
Okay, I'm gonna break the game down for everyone. I'm gonna break it down.
Also, they both voted on CPB. They both voted on who is it? Killing Folks. It's like the Mafia team is
Killing Folks never had a vote.
Duke. They both voted on Duke.
No, yeah, it was on the vote on Duke. Yeah. Oh yeah, you both voted on Duke. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I checked Duke. So it's like Pope and Ryan.
That's
were
why you
both
checked
pushing.
Duke.
Why me?
Why not the split vote?
Who am I pushing?
Because I was thinking about checking Optic, but I legitimately thought he was townier than Duke in his formal.
Okay, Rolo.
That's a debatable opinion, maybe.
It's not debatable. Optic's obvious.
Why did you check outside the split vote?
Rolo, the game
because I want to just get red on Rolo and kill him.
Yeah, I think Pope had it.
Pope, Rolo, are you rescinding at any point?
I am hard claiming till the end of time.
Do you not realize that Rolo read that I had a red on him? I've been like I've been pushing it all day that I've had a red on.
Pope was reading me.
It's a really good play, Rolo. I'm actually
so he like just planned.
I'm actually impressed with how you're playing.
I want to remind someone.
Impressive.
It's Pope. Shut up for a second.
Rolo didn't die.
I am too.
Because I thought you were PR.
I legit made a split.
I have not been paying attention to much of the game at all.
Oh my fucking god! I legit made like a partial slip.
Also, I didn't say anything about LT yesterday.
When Niltek was like, "Can Rolo just talk?" And in my mind, he said, "Is Rolo just cop?" Like. I had like an awkward thing there that I thought was for sure going to get me killed.
You were the cop with the green check on me yesterday.
I think Ryan's playing very scummy because you're pushing my two green checks and you're town reading everyone else. You only pushed two. You pushed Andy and Duke when you just talked, and you're like town reading.
Everyone should know that Duke is actually town, Andy's Mafia, Rolo is Mafia, CPB is a confirmed miss at this point. Also, if I were Mafia, I would have just put my hand up on CPB to look tiny.
What was your check again?
Killing Folks.
Andy was my night zero random, and I checked Duke.
I keep having this thought that Killing Folks.
We lynched one person yesterday. Right? In the world where I'm Mafia, CPB is always town. Why the hell does Rolo claim as Mafia with a green on a partner in me? Pope, you try and explain that.
I'm sorry, what did you
Why?
say?
What does he gain from doing that? Right? Even if I get lynched today, no, because I'm never Mafia with CPB.
Why not? Why not? Why can't you be? You could have been. You could have been.
The shit out of him, and I told him that.
Okay, so
Pope, you are not this bad as town.
Pope was PR reading me yesterday. He was openly PR reading me yesterday.
Katie was the one that tried.
By keeping me alive, he can either try and mislynch me, or if I am the cop, he can just make this battle.
That is odd, though.
I will take any
question.
question.
There is no way in hell Rolo as Mafia also claims with a green between me and Duke when Duke is trying to kill me.
I know the whole team at this point almost, by the way.
He just lets that go ahead, right?
Rolo, would you be willing to kill someone else and see if you die tonight?
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
I'm leaning more on Pope.
Even if you don't want to lynch Pope, who I think is obviously the Mafia, you can try and lynch one of his partners.
He would have killed me just because he doesn't like playing with me.
I mean, I want to kill Pope, but I don't. What do we need? Fucking 8 votes? Like, probably not
killing me. You have to kill Andy.
I'm just going to talk for 10 minutes.
Okay,
Rolo, my point is, from
my point of view, it's pretty cut and dry.
What's the vote on Optic? I need it.
It's Double A, Niltek, Killing Folks, West, PTK, Pope, Fletch, Boobles. Right, so in the world,
the team is Pope, Double A.
I am never Mafia here. Bayrex, if you push on me, you're just Mafia as well.
I don't think Double A is Mafia.
Could be me.
It's way more indicative of the vote on Duke.
I think PTK's in that world of forward to.
I think you
I
could
did
do
snap
Pope.
guaranteed off
I think it's Pope.
off of
I think it's Pope,
this.
PTK, Boobles. I still am not sure on double A.
Partially vote logic, Miltech. Partially.
Can I just ask
Oh, I'd love
again?
to see it.
I started out my day like showing I had a red check. I asked if anybody was
This
reading
feels
Rolo
so much like
Town.
Rolo's
I said,
fake.
"Is anybody reading Rolo Town?" I asked.
Andy cannot be Town.
Sorry, who said that? Somebody needs to explain why they think Rolo's fake.
Miltech said it.
Miltech.
Okay, if Rolo's
Miltech, go. Explain.
Somebody needs to explain why they read
I only
Town.
want to hear Miltech right now. Go. Explain why Rolo you think Rolo's fake.
All right. Just to clarify, like me and Rolo and Pope had this almost exact fucking game like 4 fucking weeks ago, and me and Siggy just went over it recently. Rolo is too he likes to make everyone happy when he's Mafia. He thinks he needs to collect votes, so he tries to make people happy. So when I made that comment,
Also,
and
who
then
am I
Rolo
with?
immediately tried to get a like a nice thing to me of like
What was this?
trying to pocket
So-
me pretty much.
The-
Nope, I'm saying you're real. So,
yeah,
like,
the team.
why are you talking over me?
I'm just thinking.
Okay, go ahead, Pop. Pope.
I'm
sorry.
Like who are they trying to say that I'm with? I'm with Ryan. Okay,
Ryan,
maybe.
and then
so
Huh?
yeah.
Miltech,
Keep going. I actually want to let you finish what you're saying.
Yeah, you could be green checking a partner. I'm not positive about that.
Okay.
You could,
Well, Miltech, you said it's.
Probably
I'm
not
having a real
actually
hard
Rolo,
time believing
but-
Rolo
you
is
could be
real.
with Boobles. You could
Or
be
did
with
you say
Miltech.
fake? Maybe I missed.
Okay, so I just want to put this out there.
I think
fake.
Fletch's
I just
Town.
want to put this out there. If anybody,
I wouldn't be surprised
if anybody
you
was
were with
Mafia
Fletch.
reading me yesterday, I did that intentionally.
No,
so
I don't
apologize
think
for that.
Fletch is ever. I think Fletch is pretty Town.
I think Fletch's
Take
Town
a look
because
at
he
the
wanted to
town
push
reads.
me and
Take a
Pope. I
look at
think
the
that was
town
Towny.
reads.
No, the reason why Fletch is Town is because Pope is
Holy shit.
Mafia, and he did that pockety thing with Fletch yesterday.
Can you
That's
not
why he's
understand that
Town.
the team that Rolo just tried to put together all no voted on CPB?
Stop.
Why would we do
Rolo.
that? I second Rolo.
Normal me.
Accusation on
Rolo, I
It's
want
fine.
to hear from you. I want to give this minute to give you where you're at, where I'm at.
If anybody's town reading
you
him,
sound-
like fucking say why.
It's an accusation.
Pope,
Shut up.
please. You sound exactly the same that you did 5 weeks ago. So right now I'm reading you Mafia. Though the only towny thing that you've done for this claim is that you immediately claimed because of Andy, and then Pope CC'd you. So like that's pretty towny in general, but your play seems very Mafia oriented.
It's too bad because that part.
I want to hear your reasoning of why you chose the second night or day one night.
Town needs
or
to have
night
balls this
one.
game.
Fuck me.
I agree with that, Pope. We can agree that.
I don't think we're gonna beat you, so it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
it's my
but-
formal. It's my formal. Just mute or whatever you have to do. It's actually like it's too bad that I had to come out that way because that part where I said I want to talk after Duke, and then you guys, I was just gonna claim at that point. I was gonna say Town. I think is off the rails because I know Duke is Town. I know Andy's Town. They're going at each other. They're pushing into that world where like me and Andy are the Mafia on the Duke vote. But I know that's not the case. I know all three of us are Town. So I was at the beginning of the day, I was thinking, okay, there's no need for me to immediately claim. Maybe I can hold it. Maybe I can go another day. But I'm always gonna like play on the conservative side of being cop. So once like that's just coming apart and Pope's just leading you guys like completely as far off track as you can go. I don't know if Pope's Mafia or Town, honestly. I thought he was scummy yesterday. I was very vocal about that. Today I started to reconsider if he was just like being
I started the
being
day
wrong
trying to
and everything.
spearhead
I'm not done. So I was gonna just come out and claim at that point, but they snapped formal Andy, so I had to just like it had to become like a shouting contest at that point. So you asked me when I checked Duke night one. I had like I was considering like 3 or 4 people honestly, and I said to myself like the book says that I should check Optic here, but I just personally felt like Optic was very towny and that there was scum in his vote anyway. I felt like I don't know. I was still unsure about Duke. I thought he had an okay formal, but I thought it deserved more votes. So that's why I ultimately voted. I voted like maybe a second or two late. And Andy was voting, who I knew was Town. I was sort of Town reading Bayrex. So like at the time, I thought Duke's vote was okay.
You said 3
now
or
I
4.
think there's Mafia in there.
You said 3 or 4.
What were Andy's reads yesterday?
Everybody stop. 3 or 4. You said you were considering.
Oh
2
yeah,
or,
I was
3 or
considering
4.
Wes, Optic, Duke, and Pope. Honestly, like those were my 4.
What were Andy's reads yesterday? Do you remember?
He was reading Bayrex Town, and it was actually for something that I also noticed. I forget exactly the specifics of it now.
It was when he towned me.
Yeah, and Bayrex also did something in regards to CPB. He did a couple things that I thought were towny, just the way that I guess that kind of That's
why did you vote on CPB? Can you explain?
Yeah, I thought his formal was like just completely null. And
is it ever good?
No, but Pope, if you're gonna like just go after that, it's pointless. Because if
What
we
do you
don't
mean?
vote on CPB, then we're just gonna vote on him in another
I mean,
day.
I'm Mafia,
And
right?
everything
So why
Katie
didn't I
said
just
was
put my
right.
hand up? I mean,
Because you know everyone's
it's a
gonna
free
lynch you. You know
mislynch.
Kaney is exactly. So you literally like I think you shouldn't have gone about it that way, because I think that's why I started reading you scummy, because I think you were pushing so hard against the town. Like you
You are
probably have
mechanically
TMI
playing so different than
CPB.
when you're town, by the way.
CPB's
You're just like,
I'm not though, because I know you're Mafia and I know that you're pushing everything wrong.
you would have not lynched CPB.
I think
you would have.
probably. Why would I have not lynched CPB?
Because you know the
I don't
time
have
is more
perfect
important
information.
than the votes. You know it's better.
We should be lynching.
If you were town, you would know that the time is more important than the votes. Same with Andy. If Andy were town, he would know the time is more important.
Okay, this is important. Shut up for a second. It's my formal shut up. Pope is saying the time is more important.
Yes, it is.
After the CPB thing,
You know that. You know that. You also
Instead
know
of hearing
often-
from different people, you snap formaled Kaney the Vigi. You snap formaled Annie, my Night Zero Green,
Well,
and then
Kaney
you
was
tried to
scummy.
formal me. You tried to formal
Yo, that was
three
fire.
Well,
effing
Andy's
town.
Mafia.
No, he's not. You tried to formal 3 effing town.
Does anybody read
Right
Andy
after
Town
the
right now,
CPB
by the
vote.
way?
Did anyone
Right
just see
after
that?
the
Did anyone just see
CPB
that? Pope literally said the time is more important. Snap form.
And he was
Such
snap formaling
BS. Come
people.
on. You think you honestly think that that's towny? That's ridiculous.
You're not even understanding the context, Optic. If you think that was like a slip or like
No,
scummy.
it's correct, Pope. You didn't care about the town. You didn't
If you
care about
honestly
hearing the
think
town.
if you honestly care about the time, you don't snap form.
If you don't,
town.
let me say this: if you're town
I mean,
in this
it's
game
such
right
a
now,
weird that you
if you
both
don't
be-
put your hand up on Rolo, I want you to put your hand up for me and kill me after Rolo.
I like that plan.
I will do that.
So
That's all we have to do.
Time in the form was up. Push or rescind.
how can you ever think
Already
Rolo's
said.
town here? Jesus Christ!
Yeah,
I
do
rescind,
2
I
minutes for a
rescind.
guaranteed.
Why would you rescind?
Oh my god.
All right, no,
That makes no
What
sense.
the fuck
not-
are you doing?
This
He's
is
like-
actually he's actually
What-
hijacking
how
the
is he
fucking game.
counting?
Like
You guys
Niltech, get your head out of your
Okay,
ass. You're actually
so
town.
What the fuck?
So what
I
just
don't
happened
know.
is Niltech
I
realized
don't
he couldn't
wanna-
get the
I don't
votes.
want
No,
town to
Niltech
fuck
just realized he
up
couldn't get the
another
votes on
game.
Rolo,
That's why.
so he rescinded there. Like,
Tech is town.
Correct, Optic. I'm quite convinced.
no,
that
that's exactly
He's
the reason. He
unable-
realized
he's
he cannot get the votes. Him
what he
and
got
it's
out.
probably him. Pope, killing folks probably is Pope probably green checked his partner killing folks.
Second.
No,
I second
No,
vote.
LT was his show.
Hope did not green check.
Killing folks
It's
was
a
the
formal
second
vote
one.
accusation.
No.
No,
Like-
it wasn't.
Shut up! It's an
after that
accusation.
formal-
Checked
Well,
Rolo.
but after that formal, I don't think Rolo's Mafia here. Like, I think you claiming the check after him, it's more likely that you're just Mafia. Like,
Do you not
I feel like-
realize I made it
I
clear
think
I
you
had
just-
a red check on him? He knew
I
it was
know,
coming.
but, like,
he had the pressure on him. He had to do something. It's obvious.
I don't think Rolo like claims cop to get rid of pressure.
Oh come on, dude.
Ryan.
I don't even know what to make of you. I'll just go.
It's
I'll just
fine,
go.
like-
I'll just go. It's okay.
I'm only one town who's.
If you
voting
want
on
to ask me questions, feel free to ask me any questions during my formal.
We could be sleeping.
I'm gonna make it clear where I stand. Rolo's fake. I have a red check on him. He played extremely scummy yesterday. I started thinking he was Mafia whenever he said the hashtag 2 lynches during CPB's formal, which that kind of made me like that tipped me off. Then whenever I made the
You
comment,
said Rolo's PR was actually your exact words.
which do you know what? Do you know why I said that?
That means-
do you know why I said that?
you-
Because
you
I
know what he
Mafia
said
read you.
after that?
Because I
Because
Mafia
yeah,
read you.
yeah. Do you hear? Yeah, exactly, Killen. We're on the same.
Okay, so so then after that we did the CPB lynch, which by the way was really bad. What I mean about the time thing, it's okay to lynch CPB. This is mechanic. I'm not gonna talk about mechanics. It's okay to lynch CPB if you have absolutely no reads, but if you actually have Mafia reads, you kill the scummy people. And if you're in this game in your town and you're good at the game, you would agree with that. But if you're Mafia, you would push the agenda. We just lynched CPB. It's okay. He's bad town. We always need to lynch him. But with 10 minutes left in the game, you let Mafia reads develop. You find associative reads. You let him do things. You don't just kill him instantly, by the way. Otherwise, if you actually live by that agenda, you would start every game by formuling CPB instantly.
You let him
and then
do
killing
things.
him.
He always.
Okay.
He
So I have
doesn't.
a question.
Wait, hold on, no. You're not just allowed to ask questions. That's not how it goes. Or
You said anyone can ask questions in your formal, so
or
I
I'll
said
just
I have a
disregard
question.
them. Okay, do you understand how it works? You're gonna let me go until I am ready to answer your questions, or I'll just disregard them. All right.
Keep going, Pope.
Okay, I think that right now I'm using the CPB a lot, the CPB vote a lot, which it has both Rolo and Andy in it. They're like confirmed Mafia, but then it has also Wes and Kaney confirmed town, so it doesn't leave a whole lot of options. My confirmed town LT in there. I actually think Killing Folks is town. Oh, Wes or not Wes.
I didn't think Killing Folks
Fletch?
is town.
It was something he said yesterday. I can't remember verbatim. It just like
I
it sounded
talked
very
about that.
fluid talking. Yeah, I don't remember what it was. It was like maybe it shouldn't be enough to carry over today, but given how things have played out, he's not like my #1 Lynch by any means.
Keep airballing, Pope.
Keep airballing, Andy. Do you think that you have played a good game at all? This is one of your worst Mafia games. This is one of your worst Mafia games ever, dude. I've dominated you. I caught you day one. I caught Rolo day one. I've dominated both of you.
Okay, Pope, why don't you check me? Because you know that if I'm red, then Rolo's definitely Mafia too, right? Like, you're Mafia reading both Rolo and Andy. They didn't vote on me. Why not check me? Why are you checking Rolo to get confirmation bias?
What do you mean? I don't give a fuck about you. I don't play by the book. You should know that, Optic. Do you think I give a fuck about who votes or who has 7 or 8 votes? No. If I think I have a Mafia check on somebody, then I'm gonna check them to reaffirm my decision. Okay? Oh shit. Okay, I gotta be quiet. The other votes in the CPB vote that are questionable. I don't know. Duke and Optic are both in there. I don't think Duke can ever be Mafia. Duke can never be Mafia at this point. So it's just got to be like Optic, Andy.
Have you ever seen Town
+1
formulate an entire theory of a game around a CPB vote?
Pope, if I may.
It's ridiculous that you're
going. It's all you're going on.
PTK, go quick, real quick. 10
okay, I prayed to the god of RNG just during your formal. It's okay, we got an RNG one.
Okay, Optic, ask your question now.
PTK, are you serious?
No, that was my question.
Okay, does anybody else have any other questions?
You're goddamn right.
Okay, Pope, can you explain?
I'm sorry, I'm not answering your question. I'm not answering your question. Just a second, Ryan. Okay, I want everyone to sit back and evaluate this game. Think about how I played the game yesterday. Think about how I actively pushed on people, tried to develop reads, and think about how Rolo and Andy played the game. They fucking didn't. Rolo did nothing, actually. I can't actually remember much of what he said yesterday, aside from trolly bullshit, and then he voted
a town circle that's looking decent in hindsight, and I didn't formal 3 fucking town in a row.
Awesome. Time in the formal is up. Push or thin. 10 seconds.
If it's not clear that I'm obviously the cop here, I'm sorry. I also made it clear that I had a red check, so I thought that was clear too. Rolo caught it. I'm surprised you guys didn't. There you go. That's it. You should.
Okay, that's time. With 14 live, it'll take 8 to Lynch. If you wish to vote on Pope, raise your hand to the camera and keep it there in 3, 2, 1, vote. That is enough. Pope, you have died. Please go to sleep. Send me your night actions and AFKs. The dead may rise, etc.
Ew.
Lynched. Feels bad, man. I lost my Hearthstone game because of that. Feels bad. I'm not happy.
Rip, dude.
It's low EV, right?
I even my.
You got to decide which is more important. There, you know.
Clearly, I chose wrong.
I don't think I've ever gotten into any trading card game, really.
I think that like the trading card game for me, I love it in person because it's just like a bunch of shit talk with my friends. We're just vicious about like the bitch strategies each other use and we get really angry about and stuff. And that's like super fun. But like online trading card games, nah, I haven't hit any of those up. Though actually, I think the Dota one sounds interesting. Though, yeah, I agree. It's a little underwhelming to make a huge cinematic about a trading card game.
They're making a Dota trading card?
Yeah, there's going to be 3 lanes, and you're going to be able to allocate resources to different lanes. So, like, you can, like, it seems like an interesting theory and principle. And there's going to be, like, constant creep waves of like, creeps are just going to be a guaranteed allotment, like, every round or something like that.
So it almost becomes just like a turn-based
to the
Dota.
Red Moly Club,
Yeah. Is there like a jungle at all?
Pazai, you are sub.
Maybe. I just like listen to Day 9 talk about it a little bit.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know.
If done right, that could be pretty cool.
Thanks for the sub, dude.
What was did anyone ever play the game Batten Kaitos?
Sounds like it has ninjas in it.
Yeah, I don't even understand what you just said.
Batten Kaitos was it was an RPG for GameCube where all your characters had decks of cards that could determine what they could do on a turn. So like you would draw like 5 cards.
What was the game called?
Batten Kaitos.
I'm not sure it released over here. I had over
I don't-
half of the GameCube games.
I
that
thought
released in Europe.
I thought that was going to be a sick transition, Colin, and I'm
What was
sad
it
it
called?
wasn't.
What was it called? It was called Go to Sleep. Go to Sleep.
I don't do sick
Pytos?
transitions.
Batten goodbye toast.
Batten to bed.
The only way that my transitions are sick is because that's how it leaves people feeling.
Ooh,
like
English
that.
translation is Yu-Gi-Oh.
I'm all about the terrible, cheesy.
The English translation is Yu-Gi-Oh. Wait, no, that can't be right.
You've fallen for this trap card.
Dude, Yu-Gi-Oh is the worst at like having consistent rule sets among like the actual game, video games, and then the show.
Yeah, it's so silly.
It's so
Yeah.
bad.
Oh,
Like,
I've
there
drawn
was-
a mega card. Let me just put it on the field.
Dude, but there's like so many top tier memes from Yu-Gi-Oh anime. Like I've watched like one episode of it, and just like the trap card and the fucking heart of the cards. I will never let anyone get away in scenarios where I can use either of those.
I watched pretty religiously through the city tournament arc.
Hell yeah, me too.
I think
Yeah.
that's about where I stopped.
Sadly, I watched
the city tournament was pretty good. I'm not gonna
almost
lie.
all of the series
Well, the
of
entire-
Yu-Gi-Oh.
the entire
and it got more
island was pretty
confusing
good.
because they started bringing in motorcycles.
Duelist
Oh,
Island
yeah.
was
For
pretty
Yu-Gi-Oh.
good. Duelist Island was good, and then the God cards came out. That was pretty good. That whole thing when they were fighting against, what was it? Merrick, I think his name was.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. But then
The virtual reality game world was pretty good. That had like the captains for your deck. I thought it was all right.
I wish I would have played this game for the GameCube. Looks right up my alley.
Yeah, it was.
I'm looking forward to getting started with Children of Zodiacs actually real soon.
There's a sequel to it too. I never got to play because someone jacked my GameCube the day after I bought it.
Weevil.
The Paladin card in Hearthstone right now has an Exodia mechanic where if you use his hero, I think it's the Paladin card. Someone can correct me, I'm not sure, but if you use his hero power 4 times and they don't destroy the 4 minions that spawn, you win.
You win.
Yeah,
that's fucking. You just win.
You just win. Yeah.
Oh, dude! So if you set up a
Isn't there like
revealing
cards
light
that
right
like
before
pop
that,
like divine barriers though on like several cards or something? Isn't
Well,
there like?
There's nothing that like can protect them infinitely. You know, like anything like Hex, polymorph. Could get rid of one.
Sure.
And then you could try to keep summoning it, but the likelihood that it ever plays out is small. But it's still kind of cool.
It's got that 0.00001%.
Well, I think the trick would probably be like divine shields and buffing those things,
Yeah.
right?
Right. Or being able to cast. I don't know. I think there's something that lets you cast your hero's power multiple times. So you can.
I'm gonna cast Expel Undead and get rid of all the Risen.
Fucking 0
Yeah,
out of 10.
that was pretty bad.
Get out of here.
Believe in the heart of the cards.
I'm looking for 15. Is that right? Or am I dumb? 13. I can't count. Thank you all for joining me here. In the night. Rolo, you die. The day begins.
Can we go over the
I'll
vote
play
on Pope?
Mafia.
Good shit.
So the vote on Pope is Optic, Fletch, Niltech, Double A,
Good
Andy,
shit.
Rolo, Boobles, Ryan. So most people voted.
Yep.
Wait, what? That was like a split.
Half. Exactly split vote.
It was a
Yeah,
split vote, and you're saying
I
most.
think you just.
Oh, maybe I'm dumb.
I think you just put in somebody who didn't vote. Did Boobles
Fuck, I
vote?
actually have to reevaluate.
Wait, it's
Duke
not
didn't. No, Duke
Yeah.
didn't, and he's green checked, right? So
Okay.
just put it
Yeah,
in
so it
there.
don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter. Put Duke.
That's all right. Yeah, Duke could afford not to vote, but
We're killing PTK, Duke.
I'm gonna be
Bayrex.
completely
Killing Duke. Duke's green checked. Duke is green checked.
Oh, you're right.
You're not even paying attention. Like,
Yes.
by the
I'm
way,
looking at the fucking
can I
vote,
bring up
Bayrex.
He rescinded on the real cop.
All right,
man.
can
Don't
I
give a
bring up
shit.
something? So there's probably obvious like one partner, maybe two partners bust Pope.
I think it's
voted,
one.
like so Niltech votes like this before the mod even like announced that he's voting, which is like a very scummy thing to do because like you're showing your team that you're voting. Like don't fucking vote like that if you're town.
Let me also explain what Niltech
I like
did.
that.
Unless I actually want the guy dead.
And then when he realized that Rolo was spitting hot fire and that people
That's-
wanted to battle him, he
Unless I actually want the
and changed his mindset to
fucking
busting
vote
his-
to go through. Right, Ryan?
What?
The
Is your
logic
cam
is
that laggy?
you don't vote before the mod says 3, 2, 1. Like, unless you
No,
want the
you're
guy
indicating
dead.
to your partners that you're voting.
So, Niltek, I asked you.
Oh my God.
What
I
did
agree
you
with
get
Ryan.
out of? Like,
Why do you want to lynch PTK?
Niltek, do you have an
no
issue?
sense.
Niltek, do you have an issue with your cam or something? Like, can your
like-
cam not register that you're putting your hand up in the span of a
Town,
second?
Town is just Andy, Duke, Optic,
I wish Pop was
Ryan, probably. Who voted on Ryan?
I ate that shit up, dude.
Oh yeah, that's a good.
I mean,
Ryan vote was
Double
double
A,
A Duke
West,
West
Duke,
/ PTK.
Essentially,
Don't know about Ryan,
okay, yes,
honestly.
yes, yes.
I didn't vote on- I didn't vote on Ryan,
bash your
right? That's how you
chest
know I'm
all
not
town.
Mafia.
I just need to. I mean,
That Ryan vote is all town.
It means
Actually,
nothing
except for
because
maybe
Mafia
double A.
doesn't
Lily,
vote on the
Town
first
is-
person formal.
Optic,
Town is
PTK
double
might
A,
not be
Optic,
Town.
Ryan,
Oh, yeah,
Andy,
that's
and
right.
Duke.
Of course, no. We
Fletch is
can all
always
reevaluate.
Fletch is always town
Obviously, I'm
because of what Pope did to
reevaluating.
him.
You should reevaluate on me. All right.
Duke, PTK,
Do you want to talk, Duke?
please explain the whole thing.
And then let's have Duke talk. I'll fucking take control of this fucking game.
Why didn't you vote Bayrex?
Andy confirmed.
Duke is talking, everyone. Duke is talking. You guys can go after.
No, Andy's not confirmed town.
So yes, he is.
It's
Yes,
green
he
check.
is.
Oh my
He's
God.
a green check.
He's green. He was his random.
Alright,
Oh, right,
let me
okay.
talk.
Random 90 green.
How are so many
Yeah.
people not paying attention to this?
I don't know, dude.
Double A, I'm so
Stop
close to
fucking
screaming.
spreading fake news. Listen, Polo claimed his fucking check after I was pushing on Andy. LT was fucking Pope's random 90 green.
Yes, and I was Rolo's 90 green.
That
Yes.
doesn't mean shit when Oh fuck, I'm dumb.
What are you
Yeah.
What's going on about?
We're all at the same point here. We're all getting to the same point.
Look, God, you're green.
Yeah, just take a 5-minute timeout.
All right, so just so we're all clear, it was Andy.
So I'm pretty sure
I'm
Medic
clean and,
saved me.
clean and serene, baby, for 24 hours.
Medic
Let's do
saved
it.
you last night? How did you come to that conclusion?
That never in a
Because I
million.
buried the
Oh my
fucking fake cop.
He was
I think
probably
Maybe saving the
Ryan,
real cop,
I
maybe?
think
You think the
Ryan
real
and
cop
I
might get
are
saved,
there.
Neil
I
Tag?
was the one who buried him, dude. Come on.
probably
All
Mafia.
right, all right. So let's do something.
They're probably just cop checking.
You're madness.
I have
That's
medic
that's
checking,
madness.
sorry.
That's
I
madness.
want to ask
What if
Bayrex why
CPB was a
you
hit?
vote on
I don't know.
He wasn't probably. Pope doesn't make that play.
Neil Tag, you think they
I
don't
think
double
Pope does anything.
So-
Pope, I would not put it
I can't
past
hear
him.
you, PTK.
You think they don't double stack last night? You think
I
they
think there's a
medic
chance.
test?
I think they.
Oh
there's a
my
chance
God.
they did.
All right.
Especially
All right,
how the game
thank you,
was
Patrick.
going.
I want to
We
hear
were
from
prob-
Thank
if
you,
Rolo
Niltek. I want to
survived
hear from
today,
Bayrex
he
and
was
nobody else.
probably going to die.
Oh, okay,
I'm
so I didn't like either like from my
So they're
perspective, Pope was like fake earlier in the day, and then during post formal, my like vision changed on him, and then also the fact that no one picked up on the fact that like neither one of the cops were paying attention to the fucking game because they had Double A sitting there going, I have a red check on killing folks or barracks, and none of them respond to it. Neither one
I never
of them
said that.
did.
Why are you pushing that?
You said
Yeah,
you
you
were
did.
softing something.
Yeah,
by the
you
way.
said
That's
you were
why-
softing a red check on me or killing
No, I
folks.
didn't. I never
I didn't
said the
hear
word
the-
soft
I
yesterday.
didn't hear the
What are
claim.
talking
Yes, you
about?
did. You said soft,
said
but you didn't
soft.
give a you didn't give a check.
No, I did.
You said
Hashtag fake
Said
news.
soft. Look,
Okay,
Hashtag
everybody
fake news.
stop talking.
No one's
Everybody
paying
stop
attention.
talking. Everybody
Or
stop
everyone is.
talking.
What do you think
Okay.
about looking between Ryan?
I
and
was-
folks.
Duke, let me talk, please. So I was literally talking about Duke's vote. I said the scummy two people between them that we should kill between today is killing folks barracks. I never said soft.
You
I don't know
said
what you're
soft
talking
later.
about.
You literally said
No.
I'm softing.
Andy,
No.
I think it's selfish, but I want to look between
It's
Barrett,
lying.
Ryan, and killing
It doesn't
folks.
even
All right. Well, we can clip it after the game.
Killing.
boys. Don't
Can you
worry
actually
about it.
talk today,
No
please?
Mafia
Yeah,
vote.
clip it after you lose.
I can't
I think
believe
he
you.
was-
I heard about Bayrex.
I don't know how realistic.
We can look at killing folks, okay?
PTK,
But
you
we're
hard
killing
defended
PTK
Mafia.
today.
Oh my god.
I did, and I'm a fucking
thought you were
dumbass.
telling until you
Welcome to reality where I have bad reads.
I
Hi.
think
Can we
What?
get from killing? Killing folks.
Chaos
Thank
that
you.
I can't read anybody town for. That's why Notak was my top town for 2 days. And currently is also my top town.
Oh my god.
Besides Andy and Duke, who are
At least he's consistent.
Yeah.
That's probably Medic saves.
I like PTK. This feels like that vintage PTK from last year that I played with.
Bringing it back, baby.
I like
From
it.
last year, why are people making beats
I don't
about
know.
5 months
Because
ago?
he did it. Because
Literally.
Because people don't change
Hold
very much.
on.
No,
What's
no,
the
no.
vote on
Really
Optic?
don't.
Do you
I
think
don't know,
Really
Ryan. This is
don't.
the same way you were playing 6 months
Okay,
ago.
so
Mafia
vote on me.
actually kill their
Was
own
Double
people?
A,
I'm the
Miltech,
best.
killing
Yes,
folks,
disgusting.
West, PTK,
Oh
Pope,
my
Fletch,
God.
Boobles.
Please.
All the
I
Mafia in that.
Alright, if you actually think killing folks might be Mafia, why don't you shut the fuck up so he can actually speak? Killing folks.
Yes.
In the vote
Dude,
of no
shut up and let
votes
him talk.
on Pope, Who the fuck is the Mafia?
No votes. I don't know. I don't think. I don't know about
Bayrex,
that. I'm just
you,
going off
PTK, Duke, and Pope.
Good enough.
And Daniel, LT.
I think that LT, Ryan are probably Mafia at this point.
Even though I just lynched Pope.
Don't care about votes. Optic, your vote does not matter because it's guaranteed. Mafia have 2K.
Just fucking killing folks, PTK.
Guaranteed.
There's free Mafia alive.
And kill 2 people in the night. That's why your vote doesn't really matter.
Ryan.
Like, stop harping on your vote.
I am 2 Mafia now.
Why do you not think PTK is Mafia?
It's my read. It's like
it's his read.
Yes, that's why it's my read on him. It's how he's been playing the game. It feels like the.
This is the only time I've ever seen him try hard.
So why don't you have a town read on me? Because I'm playing my town game.
I can't hear you, Devin, if you're talking about that.
I don't think so. I don't really think so. I think Alex was right on you.
Really?
I think that you're trying a lot harder than usual.
Okay, well done.
You're probably Mafia for it.
I just don't think PTK is Mafia.
I don't think so. Either.
Me neither.
Okay, good.
Club.
These are my town. You
Yeah,
can
bark
take
up
what
the
you
other-
want with them.
bark up the other
Okay,
two
I don't
guys, come
really
on.
like. I'm not gonna
Have
call
you
anybody
even
Mafia
gave
right now.
feedback?
These are my town. Okay, Double A's town, PTK's town, Andy and Duke and Ryan and Optic. Those are my town. You can. And maybe Bayrex. I haven't decided. The rest of you can die in a fiery fit of flames. Okay.
I agree with your town circle.
Fiery pit
I
of
like it.
flames. All right, cool.
I think
I think we always kill somebody who did not vote on Pope today. I think one could have bust. I feel like Optic was a little late to jump on the wagon. I mean,
That's not even true.
I think Optic.
I feel like it was because I feel like Rolo was like pretty obviously the cop yesterday. I don't feel like he needed your
Formal
help.
on Daniel or Fletch or killing
So
folks would be
Pope
amazing.
voted on Optic guaranteed day one. I think Optic's very obviously town from his formal. I think a lot of Mafia voted on his.
Wait, a lot of Mafia?
Yeah,
It's a telling vote regardless. But...
Yeah, I mean, I think
It could easily be 3. It could be PTK, Pope, and Killen. Then it's 3.
You didn't vote on Pope, did
Double A,
you?
can you give where you're at?
I'm
Dude, help
surprised
me.
Optic didn't die.
Wasn't it West that formal Optic?
I'm surprised he didn't die because he was guaranteed. So I'm kind of.
I think his formal's even better than Duke.
Can you give your actual reads, Double A? It would help me. At least.
I heard you, Duke. I heard you.
At this point, I think the game's pretty busted. Like, we just kill all the people who didn't vote on Pope, and we start with probably, like, PTK or...
Double A?
LT,
I mean, not double A,
BX,
LT.
Bayrex.
Fuck, I did it again.
Or LT or Bayrex.
It would be an okay lynch.
I feel like Bayrex is playing so weird.
If we're looking at
like,
busted,
I did not soft yesterday.
You did say the word soft,
said
though.
the
You
word
did
soft.
say it. I
Soft.
think you were talking about you voting, but I could be wrong.
I don't know what the context of you saying the word soft was, but you said the word soft.
I didn't hear the word
But he's
soft.
town, so it's fine.
Neil Tack, Killen, Dylan, Ryan, Pope. Voted
That's
on
the
you.
legit reason I said if you claim to red check on me, I'd destroy you.
Now, I found from my
I
personal.
heard that from Bayrex. I never heard double A
Yeah,
soft.
but that's just Omgus. Like, I wasn't even softing.
I think there's a second Mafia in my vote, probably somewhere between.
LT, Killen, Pope, probably.
Oh, that's a
Andy,
I'd
what was your vote again?
I'd want to kill LT
My vote
over
was-
Patrick.
so irrelevant.
Killing folks, Pope,
This ain't the element.
Ryan with a 5
I
votes.
form a LT.
I'll second.
No, I formal PTK.
There's
Okay.
a formal and LT.
LT, you didn't vote on Pope. I want to hear where you're at. You voted on Andy also. What else did you vote on? Daniel, you voted on CBB, which is probably Miss Lynch because I actually read in town. You didn't vote on Ryan, which is interesting, but it's early in the day, so Mafia probably wouldn't vote anyway.
I seconded because I think you'll be able to like project town if you're town, and I am interested in whether or not Pope green checked the town or if he tried to green check his partner who was.
Way to get pressure off of him, Duke.
I don't think I feel pressure.
Like you're fucking randomly listing votes is putting pressure on him.
Yeah, that's just weird as fuck, Neil Tech. I'm still like a little.
Does he?
I worded that wrong. I still think Niltek is a little Mafia, just like the way he's picked up the game a lot since the like halfway through day one. Although it makes more sense because the beginning of day one was just straight cancer with Candy screaming about him being Vigi and everything. So it's like you bump down from my top Mafia to like now you're like barely Mafia, but I still think you're sort of one of the people we look at after the people we lynched today, which my top kill today is killing folks.
Me pushing on Pope doesn't change your mind. The way
I mean, people can always bust like
the way I put up the whole day yesterday doesn't change your mind with Rolla.
I don't think you changed anyone's mind yesterday. I think it was all like the way Andy and Rolo fought. Although I was on the other side of that, I thought that Pope
Town
was
credit denied.
real. The way that Pope said, if Pope was Mafia, he would have just killed me in the night because he just doesn't like playing with me because I get cancerous in games.
Can I bring up a point? The Peoples and
thought that
Mav
was
died
really
9-0.
No.
What does that have to do with anything?
Pope.
Well, those are also the Pope made those kills, by the way. Pope seed those kills. And I'm not even in Mafia chat, and I know that.
Why is that relevant?
Do you think Pope killed Caney because he thought Caney would shoot him, or because he was trying to push me?
Can we let Daniel? Oh, sorry.
I don't even understand that question, to be honest.
Oh, do you not? No, yeah, you haven't played very much, Jose. Caney has a fantastic read on me.
Like 10 months, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
never mind. Then.
6.
Yeah, 6 months. I don't fucking know, dude.
Pope is known to kill Vigis day one, by the way. After they
Is
climb.
he?
Yeah, he's.
I don't think Pope would green check his partner. I think
Doesn't
he
matter.
knew
We know
he'd
it's
lose.
Mafia. So what was the point of this conversation?
I agree with AA.
You think he knew he
Like,
would?
I think Pope knew he'd lose.
Oh yeah, Pope goes into a fake claiming.
He almost always is
So he throws
Mafia.
shade
Why
on
are
a
we
town,
talking
right?
about this?
And
How do you
also,
vote?
if
How
he
do you
does
get
win,
out
he
of Mafia?
buys a town's vote on me or Rolo.
Why do you
right?
think I'm Mafia? Tell me.
I don't think Daniel's.
I
Mafia.
think you not voting on Pope is pretty scummy. Like Rolo dying in the
Andy,
night
can
means
you actually
Pope is
evaluate
fucking
Daniel?
Mafia. Almost every single.
It's
I know
possible
Duke is
all of
second.
Your
Pope's
votes are
team
not looking
bust
good.
him.
Who seconds
That's what I'm starting to think because it's
Yeah.
like
Yes.
Good.
You
Yeah,
have
I
a
think it's
reason
very
that you're
easy
not-
that one
you
or
are-
two. If
you
one
have
or
a
two
reason
are
that
there,
you're
it's
not
I
no
should be
tech
saying yes
rules.
too, but I don't believe that.
I don't
Please
think
stop
it's all
talking in
three. I
LT's
think it's two
formal.
at
If
the
you're not
most.
Holy
LT, shut
shit!
the fuck up.
LT is not gonna die. It's gonna be
Oh my
PTK.
God.
Everything's gonna be fine. We're okay, guys.
What do you mean? It's gonna be me? What?
Defending PTK?
Like I highly,
LT,
I
do you
yeah,
have
but I highly
anything?
doubt Daniel's gonna die now.
LT, do you have anything?
Well, it's not mine though.
Not that much. Like the whole.
What's
I'll
your
take
read
the
on
bullet.
Fletch?
My read on Fletch is who the fuck said it? It was something. I think it was what Optic said about Fletch being town. The way Pope outed day one by like trying to pocket Fletch. Like I thought that was. I thought that was Townie for Optic again, and then I thought that I don't think Pope would do that to a Mafia partner. I think just Pope would do that to
The bros could do that very
Can
easily
you
with
explain
each other.
very quickly
Okay,
why,
Barrett, I'll say
why do you
this.
think Pope
Never
was
mind.
Mafia over Rolo yesterday?
That's something after the formal.
Why
He
do you
doesn't
think
think
Pope was
that.
Mafia more? Why do you think Rolo was more Mafia than Pope?
Because he thought Pope was town because he didn't zero
Stop
him.
talking for him.
He's
The
already
way-
answered the
I
question.
already said that, Niltek. Fuck! I said early in my formal. The reason I thought Pope was fucking town, if you would goddamn open your ears for once in your fucking life, that he was fucking genuine about what he said about me. Why he didn't say a word day one about me.
Time in the formal
Niltek.
up. Push
Fucking
us
more
in.
cancer than me in this goddamn game.
Push us in.
Fuck.
10 seconds, Daniel.
I'm not even gonna goddamn talk. Kill me. I want to play CS:GO already.
Hey.
With 12 alive, it'll take 7 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Daniel, raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
There's definitely
Or
Mono.
is
now.
that enough that they
Oh my god.
I think
That
it's
is
pretty
coming
obvious he
home.
was down.
Okay, Bayrex, back to what I was saying.
No,
I was
think
trying
we're
to
killing
second
folks
Andy's
today.
formal in RG1.
I'm big fan of
okay,
that.
I didn't know that.
I mean,
Yeah.
here's the
Okay,
thing.
no.
Didn't get it off, but I tried.
Fletch,
Okay.
Fletch's town. Don't go on Fletch.
Who formal Optic? Was it Pope?
It was
It was
West.
West.
It was West.
Oh,
West,
West.
and I did
Okay.
second for what it's worth.
Yes.
So another arrow in my back.
Optic could be Mafia.
Okay, people.
No.
He
Bayrex,
voted. I
I'm
don't
done.
know. I think it's very tiny though.
At least for today. I think the double A is town. I think Optic's town. I think Fletch is town. I
Formal
think LT is
PTK.
probably town.
I formal killing folks.
I
I don't like either of those.
Oh my god.
There's a formal on killing folks accusation.
Your Mafia.
I'm not, but oh well. There's probably only 2 Mafia alive. I think that Pope.
Oh my
is
god, what the
obviously
fuck
a hit.
are you saying?
I think CPB might have been a hit, you dum dum.
Fucking god.
He's trying to out the medic if you're not paying attention,
Yeah, I
right?
know, like it's retarded that people keep saying that.
What are you talking
What?
about? Niltek
They're
was
still
saved
alive.
last night.
Yes.
Stop saying
And
that.
the medic is probably dead.
Okay, yeah. Do you guys actually think Pope is just bad at the game? Like,
I
holy
mean,
shit.
What are you talking about, Ryan? Like, shut up.
Alright,
He
move
never
on.
claims with the world of 3.
The
He
way
never
that the
claims
theory-
with the world of
See,
3.
think that. So no one can
I
ever
don't know.
argue with
Please give
The
your
way
reads.
that Daniel like had his 10 seconds where he just wanted to like give up and play CS:GO, I wanted to assist him in that. I thought he was giving up. I think that at this point, where I think that there's only 2 alive, I think Mafia are more likely to just like give up and like not try at this point when it's like 2 to 10. Yeah, 2 to 10 at this point, or no, 2 to 9.
Stop saying there's 2.
No, it's 2 to 10. I really don't like how Ryan's pushing, like, trying to push
move on with
3
just go through your
Mafia
reads.
I'm pushing the CPB wasn't
It's
a hit. Yeah, that's
probably
insane.
like Ryan.
Independent of how many
Ryan
Mafia
is
there are
not
alive.
Mafia.
Independent of how many Mafia there are alive.
I bet it's like
just give
Ryan
reads.
+1 or something at this point.
I lynched
I should have
Pope.
voted on Ryan. I'm sorry. If Ryan, did Ryan vote on Pope?
Yes, I voted on Pope.
He fucking followed him.
God.
Ryan's probably the
And
Mafia.
Pope was mad at me for trying to ask him a question at the end of his formal.
I wish we got the vote on Pope.
Killen, did I mind Mel with a Mafia?
What was that, PTK?
Did I mind Mel with a Mafia, i.e. you?
No.
Okay.
We're both town.
All right.
You read PTK
I'm sad that you're town.
Yes.
There's 0% chance you're both town, dude.
No.
No, there's only 2 alive, and I'm one of them, so there's a pretty high chance.
Yeah, exactly.
So Ryan, you're one of them. He's TMIing the other one, so they're both of you. You're done.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's me and him.
Ryan, stop it! You're giving us.
That would be funny.
Hey, I can still be Mafia.
They're
I would 100% do
make
it.
people lose the game.
I like Ryan's read on Ryan
Bayrex.
Day 1. I
How,
thought it was too early in the day to like vote. I thought I agreed with Miltac on that. Like it's too early. We shouldn't be like trying to do that. I thought that AA was salty about last game. When AA was like laughing during Ryan's formal at how like it to me it seemed like Ryan was going to die, and I thought that AA was laughing at how he got an easy miss lynch on Ryan, like literally 30 seconds into the day.
But I'm
so I
Mafia.
didn't vote.
I'm gonna be so salty if
Like
there
Ryan.
is.
Can you just see?
Oh my!
So why don't
This
you
is my
reevaluate that
process.
read? Okay.
At first,
you
I
called
thought you were
AA
town. Now I think you're Mafia. How do
So
you not
that should
understand
change your
this?
read.
Like,
That should
just
change your
shut
read
up.
on AA because your read on AA is based off of something when I was town. But now you think I'm
Shut
not. Your read on AA
up.
should change.
Jesus Christ. All right. At that point, it's like I have Bayrex town. I have Miltec town. I still think that Miltec's town. I think he's trying to evaluate the game. I thought that he came to the right conclusion on.
Did you say
Rolo.
why
I just
Bayrex is
wasn't-
town? I'm sorry.
I agreed with his read on. I agree with his read on Ryan. I just wasn't like ready to vote on him. I thought that.
Bayrex, do you
AA
think
was
I'm
awesome.
town?
That's the only reason.
I never gave a read on Ryan. What the
You
fuck are
said-
y'all? Like none
Yes,
of
you
y'all
did.
listened to me in day 1.
Bayrex,
Like it's so annoying.
Bayrex, you said that Ryan was tryharding and that.
No, I didn't.
That
That was not me. That was not me.
That was me. It was me.
Was it Duke?
None
Oh,
of
I'm sorry.
pay a fucking attention to anything I say.
All right, I was wrong. Whatever.
Okay, Killian. What
World's
else?
smallest violin plays in the distance.
What was that, Miltec?
What else? 8 seconds.
Other than that, Duke and Andy are town, obviously. I thought that optics form was really good day 1, but I voted because it's guaranteed, and town should vote on
Colin, you
guaranteed.
muted.
All right, the time in the formal is up for Shurisin. 10 seconds.
I'm town, just like Lynch, Ryan, LT, Boobles, and AA, and you're probably fine.
With 12 alive, it'll
No.
take 7 to lynch. If you wish to vote on killing folks, raise your hand to the camera and keep it there. In 3, 2, 1, vote. Killing folks, you have died. Please go to sleep. Send me night actions, AFKs, the dead may rise, etc. Blah 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 blah.
God damn. Welcome to Mafia.
Colin will be AFK for 2 minutes, so I won't be responding.
Fantastic. I'm taking over as mod.
All right, back.
Do any of you guys know the command for subscript?
No.
No.
Google it.
Yeah, because the command for superscript has the caret in it, but there's like nothing for that without. There's no like down arrow. Maybe it's down arrow.
I think I'm about to get fucked over by lifesteal. I like the lifesteal mechanic. I think it's good.
Lifesteal's not even new. It's been existing. They just changed the name of it and like
What are
made
you,
it an actual mechanic.
What are you using, Mav?
What are you referring to as the old mechanic?
Yeah.
I'm trying to use it on just the web.
Try control equals
I don't know.
sign.
What do you mean it's always been a mechanic killing folks?
It's always existed. Like
That's probably
Wicker,
it. That's
like
not-
Wicker Flame or
Thank you, Wes.
Bristol Wicker Flame
problem.
had lifesteal. It just wasn't called lifesteal. Like this mechanic has existed. It just wasn't called lifesteal.
Or control shift. No. Okay, control.
Yeah,
equals
I know
sign,
that there was old cards that had it. Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
But now it's like an official mechanic with multiple
Yeah.
cards. It's kind of
They
like
just made it
it's kind
official.
of like Poisonous was exclusive to a few cards, and now it's like kind of more rampant.
Now it's like everywhere in Druid.
And it's really annoying.
Yes.
The 2/5 that's got Poisonous is so stupid.
What does Poisonous do in Hearthstone?
Kills anything it damages.
Whoa. That's pretty good.
Yeah, not bad.
So you can just like suicide attack a lot of things.
Exactly.
With...
Yeah. That's what a lot of people use it for. Killing big things with. And there's like a 1/2 taunt that has Poisonous, you know. So it's like yeah, it's just annoying.
That's disgusting.
I think Paladin got pretty good with this expansion. Like the game slowed down, and Paladin usually shines in slower games. I feel like
One of the seasons I hit Legend, I ran just a mid-range Paladin. I love mid-range Paladin. It's my favorite.
I've been playing Control Paladin since beta.
Nice. Have you tried any other variations like Dragon Paladin?
I loved Dragon.
Dude,
I loved it.
Oh yeah, I loved it. Dragon Consort and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Made it so fun. There's
I
a couple
played
new Paladins.
Bronzebeard plus Dragon Consort, and it was like so broken. I didn't understand why it didn't work.
There's a couple new Dragon cards that I like. I can't remember. There's one that's like just for every faction or every champion. I can't remember what it is, but it like
It's like a 6/5.
I think so. Yeah.
And it like gives you Dragon Death Rattle.
Maybe that's it. I don't remember. I saw it in Arena. I was like, oh, that's sick.
Yeah, I pretty much just play red-green Druid with flip effect monsters. It's pretty good.
Wait, Akanai Soul Priest and Lifesteal interaction? Oh, so if you Lifesteal with Akanai Soul Priest out, do you take damage? No, because it's not considered a...
Yeah.
It's not considered
Leslie,
a...
I don't know.
Green white, man. Come on, man. Gotta be that slow rolling bitch.
I don't play Magic at all either. Once I reflected on it, I did play a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh, but that was pretty much it. And a few Pokemon. Used to go to Books A Million for the tournaments or whatever. Get my Ancient Mew card or whatever.
We dropped like $900 on like some really old Magic cards just to have a huge library so that we could just sit around and build decks together. And it was just like it was like a really fun period of time. Just let me tell you, like you think like trading card games when you're a kid are fun? Nah, much better when you add bourbon. So much better when you add bourbon.
Isn't everything though?
Oh no. Orange peel's useless without bourbon. A little bit of bourbon, great.
Hey, you can use the zest of an orange. A lot of things.
To go to sleep. Oh, okay.
I was waiting for it. No. I've like just got back.
To get the fuck out of here. Okay,
so I've recently opened bananas differently.
Started from the.
Oh yeah, the correct
by snapping them in half.
Oh,
I thought you were doing the
Still
monkey
wrong.
way.
The monkey.
What's
way.
the monkey way? No, I just
the other end.
I don't know, but I've seen it around.
You push. The other end opens up
from the
like,
bottom. Yeah.
Yeah, you can just push it.
Ooh.
Have you seen?
No, I snap it in half, and then I've got 2 halves of a banana.
Have you seen the cool thing where you take like a needle and thread, and you basically wrap it around the banana and pull it to slice the banana without peeling it? And so you can make it like a ton of slices.
Why don't you just use a knife?
It's for like magic tricks or stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Magic.
Yeah. And then you peel it and it's all sliced, and you're like, whoa.
Oh, it's
you can shit talk anything that's phallic shaped, but it is a really nice just object to hold on to. You know, there's nothing wrong with the natural shape of a banana.
I completely agree.
Yeah, but I mean, you could just hold your dick too.
Oh, you can't get that in your mouth.
What's the channel rating? Can I say that?
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. Like, there'll be times when you guys might not pay attention, but whenever I'm sitting like this, I just like tuck my hands in my pants and just sit here. Like, I mean,
Dude,
all guys do that. You just stick your hand in your pants and you just kind of hang out. Like,
You just
when I was like
get a good
maybe.
handful.
Yeah.
No. The other day, Wesley, when we were waiting for D&D to start and roll 20, like Garrett like brought me in to check dynamic lighting and shit. And like I completely spaced and forgot that Roll20 turned on my webcam, and I'm just like, I like get up after I stretched, and I'm just like, and I'm looking, a little green light on my laptop's on, and I'm just like, Garrett, I just gave you a show, man. And he's like, huh? I'm like, oh, you didn't see anything. That's good.
Yeah, I think most of us have webcam and voice turned off on Roll20.
I'd hope
Do
so.
you wear pants when you're in Zoom? Yeah, dude. Kind of have to. If I get up, you can just see my ass. That'd be weird. Would be weird.
Might get the donations going though.
Yeah.
Might not get the donations.
That might get you banned.
Might not do that.
I mean, there's always Twitch variants, camgirls, whatever. Plenty of other options, man.
What?
Hmm? If you want to be donated for no pants.
Is it Friday? Oh, it's Friday. Of course it's Friday. I'm on Pope's
Now
channel.
it is.
Of course it's Friday. You're on my channel. What? No, it's Thursday. Well, it's almost Friday.
It is Friday.
Well, for me, it's Friday.
You know, you gotta get down on Friday.
I always get down on Friday.
This.
Okay,
That's
last question before we go to bed. Have you guys tried Halo Online yet?
No.
Oh, the like mod one.
Yeah, it's
on PC?
a Russian made program that's like literally Halo 3. But updated.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's sick as hell. It's got
my computer was too bad to run
Oh
it.
my god, I played it the other day with Fletch. It's so fun, dude. I was like a Halo 3 nerd, so like.
Dude,
I
Halo
have the
3 was the
disc
best.
for the original Xbox somewhere. I don't know.
I'm
where.
anti-Halo, man. I was an Unreal Tournament kid.
Oh, okay. You're a so you've been a
Time
PC
splitters,
player forever.
baby.
If you weren't a PC player your whole life, then you were either a Halo kid or a COD kid. Those are
No,
like your...
or you were a time splitters.
And we all knew the COD
because
there were no time splitter kids. Okay, that's
yes, they are. They live right here.
Time Splitters is
Goddamn
good.
youths. I played Halo and it was not very good.
My initial
Halo
critique
3
of Halo
multiplayer is top tier.
Halo 3 multiplayer was amazing.
It was.
The Halo
Yes.
campaign was the
Oh, I'm talking about Halo
Yeah,
1. Pants,
My-
you know,
my-
okay,
my critique
original
of the Halos
games
is
when I
like-
was a kid.
it never felt like there was terrain in Halo. Like you always felt like the floating point. You never felt like you had mass to your dot. Like you were just a floating gun. It felt a lot
I'll
like
agree
in the
with that.
Halos.
I'm just waiting on AFKs and/or night
It's not
actions
false.
to be confirmed or
Yeah.
returned.
At least it's not the Duke Nukem where it's in like the middle of the screen.
Yeah. If you weren't playing Halo 3 and you weren't jumping
shit
constantly,
talk
you were doing it wrong.
Halo
Yeah, bunny
3 custom
hopping.
games was amazing.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
In high school, I would have Halo parties like
Duck Hunt,
every
Frogger,
month.
all the infection types.
Oh yeah, all the infection types. Fun. There's
VIP, Stairway to Heaven.
Storm the Beach, where you have the on Zanzibar, you have the beach.
Yeah.
With turrets, where and one team's defending. Oh, that was the funnest thing.
I will say I've seen some good stuff from Halo 5. But
Did,
Five's
I don't know.
I heard Halo 5
Forge is
sucked.
amazing.
Wiener.
did any of you
It just
play
didn't have a great launch.
Conker's Bad Fur Day multiplayer, like the Nintendo 64? Because that was like some of the
Conker's
best
Bad Fur Day was
I didn't play
brilliant
multiplayer
only
on
because I was a teenager.
That was some of the best multiplayer I've ever seen in my life.
That was just the best game ever.
Nazi teddy bears and like refugee squirrels like storming the beaches of Normandy and just chain guns making fur go everywhere. That's pretty good.
One flag CTF on Zanzibar.
Talking about fur going everywhere, you guys should get out of here.
That
was awful. Oh, I loved it. I'm looking for 10, please. Thank you for joining me here in Cabot Cove, day 4. There has been murders. In the night, Duke, you die. And the day begins.
Duke was green. I almost forgot.
Berex is most likely the Mafia because like he came.
Just kidding.
people this game.
I was kidding. I was fucking kidding that time.
I know,
all
but
right?
there's been
Yesterday I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
for each check that have not.
There could be a same unconfirmed. I think it's I'm just going to say, I'm just going to confirm that I am not the medic. So I think that's probably I think Duke would probably be saved over me as well.
I mean, yeah, Duke would have been saved over you.
That's why.
So there's a hit between killing folks and
Okay, Andy, but here's some
CPB.
interesting fact. So if there is three alive, okay, and we lynch now. We lynch. Who did we lynch?
Killing
folks.
And then they do split on you, then that means they're still free alive, which like is like.
They could test for medic.
We don't lose today, right? No, we don't.
No, we don't.
No, they always do. Unless they.
Cool. Because it's then no.
They always split there because then a missless today. Because then a missless today gets a win.
Yeah. They never risk a save down to 10. Yeah,
it's guaranteed.
So, like,
KP reduction.
So who didn't vote?
I agree with that. I think that.
Who didn't vote?
There
were 3 people.
And
I think Niltak's not getting through today.
Okay, I'll give you the vote. I can give you the voters if you like.
Confirm town, Duke. It's confirmed town.
Oh, you guys have.
Niltak, Bayrex, and Duke.
I don't think I can get through today without lynching Niltak.
I agree.
Oh, good.
I don't even have a read. I just want to lynch you.
The people I really want to. I
had the same feeling about you, but whatever.
The people I really want to talk to today are Ryan, PDK, Bayrex, and Boobles. Those 4 people's alignments are important.
I don't like traffic cops.
Yeah,
it just makes me think you're scummy. It's not like anything that you're doing like specifically. It just doesn't sit well with me.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Double A.
No, I can talk about you now, Tech. Okay, I read. Sorry, someone gave a read on you, killing folks for why you were town, and I agreed with that and read you town.
What did you read on me, Double A?
And gave up. Okay, go.
I'm kind of confused how you played the day with Pope. I feel like
you didn't push on him, but you're saying you are.
Well, I feel like it was kind of towny. The vote was a bit weird. I feel like out of the people who are left, you're more towny, but
I'm medic. They double stacked Duke last night.
Ooh, this is interesting.
Wait, they double stacked Duke? That doesn't make any
sense.
Right.
Why would they do that?
That's a fucking weird play, by the way.
Niltak might just be
They want to
Mafia.
show that there's 2 alive. What
I
are you guys on about?
I
You
think
normally
here's the
play
thing.
this
Yeah,
aggressive as medic.
No. If
One
you want to
moment, please.
counterclaim,
No,
claim-
one moment, please.
claim
One
now.
moment, please.
If you want to counterclaim, claim now.
I think that Niltak. I think KP might have been reduced for CPB and Pope, and I think they know there's no
You got
medic
10
alive because they
seconds.
put 1 KP on the cop.
I'm just saying,
And Niltak knows he's going to lynch today, so he's claiming medic as a YOLO play to try and get
Doesn't matter if there's a world
because he probably has a partner who's
It's a
not
hit.
getting lynched.
Andy, you
You
said
have to
CPB was a
evaluate
hit,
the world of
possibly?
3
Hey,
today.
I know
Possibly.
your town, but fuck me, man.
Niltak, you say.
Yeah, okay, you might not get lynched today, but I still think it could be Mafia.
There's no reason
There
to
was a
kill him
double
today, but if you live,
Mafia
No,
does
you
that.
did say.
So
Andy,
if
you
we're
said
lynching,
yesterday that
if we're
Pope
not going to
wouldn't
lynch in the
claim
world of
3
3
alive.
where Niltak is there,
But
then
I
we're
don't
not killing
even know.
PTK today either.
Was that
Ryan
double
just say
double
something?
stack? Did they double
He's
stack?
not in
Why?
the world
Because
of 3.
when I
Ryan,
when I formaled killing folks, he was trying to put a formula on
The night
PTK.
before that. They double stacked the cop. Did they double stack
That's
the cop?
fair.
I'm asking.
No, if Niltak was
didn't say
Mafia,
cop.
he claimed medic with a save on me.
You
Right?
guys shut the fuck up. I'm
Yeah,
telling you.
yeah.
The
This
reason
guy
I
didn't
didn't save the cop is because it actually gives us more information. It actually gives us 2 grain checks if they actually kill the
we
cop.
don't know if KP.
If you
Because
save the
if
cop and
not,
it's 0 KP,
Rolo-
it's also
If
confirmed.
Rolo gets saved, guess what happens? We fucking kill Rolo
He's
the next
so
day.
dramatic.
No.
It's so bad.
We would
Think
have
about it.
0
Think about it.
KP
Because
that
he's in the
day.
double
about
stack
it.
We
with
would
a
have.
0 KP.
Wait, no, never mind.
Good.
Right, not that. Not that.
Okay.
No.
We don't
I
know if
didn't mean
Rolo
that.
is actually the cop or not. If he
Yes,
dies in the
we
night,
do.
gives us 2 green checks, it's actually better than the fucking lynching
Oh
him.
my gosh, that's
The
so bad.
save.
No,
Wow.
that was the
I
medic.
might-
just
I can see this town. The
I
world of
agree.
3.
I agree.
Barracks, we can do this.
Gosh,
Don't worry.
I'm dying obviously in the night, but actually think about it if you're down. Stop thinking that it's a bad play.
Adam.
I just want to know who Optic wants to
That's a
do.
question for post game.
Okay,
You
so
claim medic, no one CCs.
so Niltak claim medic right now.
Yep.
I don't think Niltak does this in a world of 2. So if he's Mafia, he's in a world of 3. He formals PTK.
There's always a
and-
world 3 then.
Okay, so he formals right. So there's
But
so
I
it's almost
didn't-
always a world of 3. In Niltak's world of 3, right? He
Look, Niltak
in
also
Niltak's world of 3,
rescinded on
he's
the real.
he's not with PTK because PTK at the end of who
someone
got
else.
formaled?
In
It
the
was
world
killing
of
folks.
3.
Oh, it was LT. At the end of LT's formal yesterday, when I tried to formal killing folks, Niltak, right after I tried to formal killing folks, tried to put the formal on PTK. So I don't think that he does it to his partner. I think he just seconds my formal on killing folks if he knows that he's down.
I need to talk about this. This is important. People are thinking about this incorrectly. Niltak is never in a world of 3.
But still,
in a world of 3, he
help.
never
Your
claims a double
point
stack.
holds.
He just claims he put a save on me last night. He doesn't give Town that information. There's no need for him
Why
to do
would
that
he
as
claim?
Mafia.
Like, you guys actually
because you're
think you're
dying
gonna
today.
lynch me that day? Like today?
You are probably going to get
Andy,
it's all right, Miltech, I'm not lynching you today. Chill out.
Not arguing that
Here's
point.
why he can't. Be 3. The only way you could actually think that I'm actually just fucking Mafia is that there's 3 alive. Otherwise,
Andy, listen, Andy, listen to me. Listen to me.
If you really think I'm that bad,
he has to claim the double stack.
Ryan, who double stacks when you go for the win today?
He has to claim the double stack because then tomorrow when he lives, he says they double stacked you. That's why he has to say they double stacked Duke if he's fake. Do you understand? He can't say he saved you because then who's he going to say the next night?
No, he's a full medic.
It's not nerf medic, it's full medic.
Exactly, but
oh shoot!
Yeah.
Why do people play out?
It's alright. It's alright. We all have our moments. Double A.
I'm sorry you saw Star.
I don't get what you're saying.
Duke had his moment yesterday.
Okay, never mind. Never mind. It was
anyway.
let's
go off that today. Let's find some other Mafia.
Find me.
I'm
writing
I'll
get my down circle because we just keep yelling about stupid shit.
Regardless, we're not killing your attack today.
I think you're like.
I like it, Barracks. Thank you.
If Niltek's real, it's Niltek, Ryan, Andy, Optic, Fletch. That's your town circle. You can throw me in there if you don't want to, but if I was in a world of 3, the game be different.
I would like to
I'm not very
play
happy with this town circle.
to my circle.
Oh no, no. Let me explain why Fletch is never Mafia.
Optic would also be dead.
Ryan.
Wait, it doesn't make sense.
Fletch tried to second my formal on Pope and guaranteed at day 1. Secondly, Pope never gives the read on Fletch. He did at the beginning of my formal.
Yes, I did.
When he,
No. Who double stacks there?
Wait. Does anyone
someone who doesn't know numbers, right? No, someone who doesn't know the numbers double stacks there, right?
Remember?
Yeah, double stack doesn't make any sense.
Always. Because if Niltek's real, right? Then it's something like PTK Boobles plus 1.
Just for
double
that?
stacking potentially adds the information as 3 alive. Whereas if you split, you just split on me and Duke and you test the medic if you don't do that at all. But really, you should be splitting outside of that.
You actually fully where you're at. Like, just please don't talk over him. Just talk to Bayrax.
Oh, okay. So where I'm at, I think like if Ryan is Mafia,
just stop.
I'm gonna lose to him. Yeah. Like,
all right, good.
I think Ryan. I think Optic, based on his vote, is always town because Pope knows he's not going to vote on his partner in RNG1. It's bad. Fletch is obviously town based on the interaction. I thought earlier, but then Fletch told me that he tried to second Pope in RNG1 with
it. It was guaranteed, but it's good enough.
Yeah, but that's pretty much town. Yeah. Andy's town. The World of 3 is like your town if you're the medic. I don't fucking know if you're the medic or not. We'll resolve the game. So where I'm at this game, I think like the Mafia lie between like AA, Boobles, Daniel, PTK. The only thing.
Yep.
How can you say me and Boobles? I hammered Pope. She voted on Pope.
Okay,
so you didn't vote.
Okay, here's the thing. Everyone in this game is trying to put this credit that I voted on Pope, which obviously means the Mafia partners fucking voted on him. Like, it doesn't matter.
Hammer him.
Okay, so in the four Mafia setup, it's CPB's a miss. It does not matter who hammers Pope because they look towny as fuck for doing it.
It actually does because Mafia does not want Pope to die there. They want Pope to die the next day. It literally gains them another miss.
Okay, what happened the next day? Every single person put you in the town circle. Every single person in the zone.
I think AA was put in the town circle since like 30 seconds into day 1.
Of hammering the only Mafia that has died.
That's okay. Well, he was town for me since then.
That's interesting.
I think I have auto, but like not really that confident in it.
What's your auto?
There has to be Mafia.
What's his auto?
And
LT, Ryan, Boobles, Bayrax.
And Ryan in town. Like I don't know what.
Listen, there has to be one Mafia that voted
on Pope. It's just LT at that point.
There has to be one Mafia that voted on Pope. We know that.
It goes in order of Patrick first. We kill Patrick, LT, Bayrax, Optic. I think that's like kind of.
I don't know about Optic.
Why are you killing me?
I would never kill him.
I'm not losing the game for time.
Optic is not dying this game. Not on my watch.
There's no way I'm dying this game.
I'm dead in 2 nights.
No, wait, let me talk real quick. Just because I want you guys to know this for the future reference. Pope's vote. Everyone voted very quickly, besides Andy, which is confirmed town. Like, so everyone else isn't confirmed town.
Maybe
but like, it's a really bad. I don't know.
Andy did not
vote last. It's really bad that the Mafia voted, but if there's anybody, there's probably just one.
So who's in that vote?
Can we hear from Fletch today? Like, actually,
okay. Like, I don't want to speak a whole lot because most of you agree I'm town, but I don't want to lynch you, Niltek. I don't know what I think of your claim. Doesn't matter. I'm not lynching.
Don't talk about me, please.
Yeah, I'm not. I'm just lynching the no voters tonight. That's basically where it is. That's it. Yeah. It doesn't matter. I'm lynching the no voters.
Do you have an order? Do you have a
not a particular order?
Anything?
I don't think any of
town.
I think PTK is slightly townier than the other two, but not a lot.
Can someone explain why Optic?
I think there's one Mafia in the voters, but I don't know who yet. I think we can figure that out.
Admittedly fallen off.
Oh, did you?
He went against Pope, but he gave a very
second
good,
thematic.
and he was voted on by a load of Mafia people who could be
PTK
Mafia.
accusation.
PTK, you are playing completely different than I've ever seen you as town. Like, well, you can complain during the accusation all you want. You're playing completely different. You're trying hard, which I read that as Mafia, since the other 3 games that I've seen you play is town, and you don't try hard. So trying hard here is Mafia indicative for me. I think everyone else is reading you bad.
That's fair. Okay. Well, guess what? All these other people, they played a shitload against me, and you've played 4. Okay. So I do different things on different days. I am a fickle person. If I feel like I want to try, I'll try. If I feel like I don't want, if I'm having a beer in my hand, I'm just shooting the shit with people, and I happen to be in the Zoom while I'm doing it, that's what I'm going to do. So we have Andy confirmed town, and Barracks will be my top town. Other than that, just because of that, that feels dirty just because he was like so fucking fed up with the town yesterday, and it feels dirty. It feels dirty, but that's what I'm reading, and that's how I'm reading that. Niltak, I don't believe you're medic. I know I am making it if I'm town and Mafia hear that.
Not medic?
Because I haven't liked your play this whole game. I mean, maybe that's why. Maybe you've been playing different because you're medic, so that makes sense. But
do you think medic should play a little scummy? To not die?
No, because you become a target for the Mafia. Just be just a tiny bit towny, all right? Just a tiny bit. Hey, that's me. I probably don't play medic well, so what the fuck do I know? And
best way to play medic.
And on that note, obviously I hard defended Pope. Obviously I snapped I seconded the formal that wasn't on Pope on day 1. So if you think I hardline with my partners, then that's what I did throughout the game. And now if I'm town, I have to reevaluate completely, and I have no idea what I'm doing. So
do you think Mafia in that position should hardline?
With a partner like Pope, with a partner like Pope, yeah, you're right. You got a point there, bud. There's that. I think Boobles has correctly written me this game, but and she did second and vote on Pope, but I don't know. This is a loopy ass game.
Boobles is a non-factor this game.
This is a loopy. This is a loopy
biggest
game.
factor ever.
Like I think Daniel would be the place. Daniel do you vote on Pope?
No, he doesn't.
All right. Kill Daniel. What the fuck? Kill Daniel. What are you doing around here?
I agree.
I don't disagree, PTK, but he'll probably be next.
All right. No. I have a wonderful history of getting mislynched for the loss in Lilo, so we should continue that tradition. Kill Daniel today. Be in Lilo tomorrow. Lynch me then. I can feel like a sack of shit. I just feel like it. I just feel okay. Apparently, Pope.
I had 4 games with you, and you tried hard 1 game.
I only learned recently that Pope has stats, and I'm a stats whore. So
shut the fuck up, Ben.
You don't have to believe that if you don't want to, but I have a competitive drive in me, and I am gonna satisfy tonight when
that's
we
probably
win
the
as town.
towniest thing you've said all day.
I'm glad we got somewhere. Jesus. Fletch, I don't know what the hell he's doing. Libbles, like I said, second and Pope, I have to reward. Double A, I don't like. We're going back to this again.
Why have you avoided me all year?
I think you're down. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I just realized.
You had a formal. Yeah, you'd be like behind or near barracks. You had a formal day 1.
Brian, how many games have you played? Brian, how many times have you played with him?
Hold on
Patrick,
we've both been playing for like a year.
50 to 100.
Yeah. So we've been playing both for a year. Don't worry about it. Ryan, like you did formal. Actually, you might have leveled. You might have leveled your play, but I liked your formal, and I don't know. That's where I'm at. Not a very well thought out formal, but it is. I gave my thoughts.
I don't fucking know his alignment. He's an enigma.
I personally think that only Mafia could have voted on Ryan day 1.
Cinnamon in it.
Jesus.
I read Ryan Towney.
Good job, Andy.
All right. Okay, look. I got
time pusher us in. 10 seconds.
I don't care what any of people think. I hope Mirage thinks I'm town now because fuck me. He's been calling me all fucking game.
10 alive, 6 to Lynch. If you wish to vote on Patrick, raise your hand to the camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote. 6 is enough. Please go to sleep. Patrick has died. Send me night actions and AFKs. The dead may rise. And
damn right, dude. We get a rise.
Hope smells.
Yeah, this looks really stupid wearing this back.
What the fuck?
Oh, I'm not used to this.
Yeah, I'm putting it back the other way.
I can wake up, can't I?
Yes.
Well,
We
hello.
have no salty cooldown as long as you respect.
I'm turning it back around.
Well,
everyone.
just look at my. Oh, never mind. We got a Druaga. We got a Mirage.
All right, so
When
I'm
did
gonna
he
tell you
get
about. I'm gonna tell you guys about an idea I'm toying
Yeah.
with.
Better
for
than naming off the
Thursdays.
chat.
Okay, so back in the day when I was overseeing Daily Mafia, we did a thing called ELO for a little while, where we had
Yes.
like a ladder, and you would get your score, and based on your rating compared to the average of the opposing team's rating is how your ELO would adjust. So, you know, very similar to like ELO, right?
Yes.
It wasn't 100% accurate and didn't really 100% depict who was the best and whatnot, but it helped to represent, and it made a competitive drive. So what I'm thinking about doing is doing the same thing for Thursdays, similar to it, and then have it for like an extended period of time, so like 3 months, 4 months, or whatever. And then at the end, say, all right, this will be the last day. You just play as many games you want or whatever.
Like seasons?
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, just like something like that. And then at the end, have like one game with the like top 10 people based on win percentage, and then have like maybe the number one like medic player, the number one cop player, the number one Vigi player. So like you don't just get invited based on like win percentage, because that would be like the main focus. That's the top like 10 spots, but the additional 6 spots could be voted on like other ways.
5 spots.
Yeah,
Best looking.
There's a 16 player though.
Yeah, well, 15. What you get the gist. And then,
throw best mod in there.
Yeah, and then have it to where
Wouldn't be me.
one of the things I was thinking about doing during this period.
But the best
when we
mod
do
will be the
that,
best player as well.
during that period is that after every game we play for
I'll point you,
that
Dukes.
3 months or whatever, you have each opposing team vote on an MVP of the opposing team. So the Mafia would choose who they think played the best town, and the town would choose who they think played the best Mafia. And then they would get some sort of like tally. So then at the end of the period, you see that, and have one game where you just like say, all right, here you go, and then divvy up have a prize for that one game.
Sounds pretty good.
Working on it. It's a work in progress. Starting
Hey,
right
well done.
now. Oh no, just kidding. Stop talking, Mirage. All right, peace out, dude. Mirage, enjoy your
Again.
5-day, 19-hour, and 10-second ban, dude.
Twice
See ya.
in one night.
Yeah, I don't know exactly how to work, Captain. I understand what you're saying. I don't know. It's just like some of the ideas, but why did I get timed out? Did you get timed out? I don't think you did. Doesn't this actively encourage
Elo.
people not playing if they get high though?
We could get Elo decay in there.
Well, yeah, I don't think it would be. I don't think we would do like the Elo thing again. I think it would be more like, oh fucking Christ, dude, I'm gonna lose another fucking arena because I wasn't paying attention. It'd be more like probably like wins, like number of wins played, or like win percentage.
Okay, Paul.
Yeah,
something like that.
Just take the league system. It's perfectly balanced, obviously.
The Elo ladder was cool. I bet you can still find it too online from like way back in the day.
Let's just do it by like Elo chess rating. Top 10 chess players.
Except the problem is in chess it compares a 1v1.
Yeah.
Right.
So you
right.
can't have 3v whatever, you know.
Yeah, so you just take the average elo of the Mafia and the average elo of the town, and that's how you do it.
Well, let's see if this
doesn't work great.
group of players can raise their ELO.
Dying?
All right, ban Colin.
That would need to
I
help.
know, it's bad.
I mean,
I think I'm looking for 9. I think I've counted right this time. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm dumb. Yes, that's everyone. Awesome. Welcome back for day 5. In the night. Andy, you die, and the day begins.
What the fuck?
Okay, so we're killing Niltech today.
Do you think there's 3 alive?
No,
There very easily could be. We're killing Niltech today to guarantee we get to tomorrow.
Is it just a last-ditch effort to like
kill Andy.
get the medic out?
We are killing Niltech to guarantee that we get to tomorrow.
Wait, guarantee? He didn't save Andy. He's just obviously Mafia.
So,
he didn't also save the cop. He
Yeah,
didn't
like what? I don't know.
Like,
I mean, so the.
All right.
So the team with
to give-
Niltech is.
I honestly think it would
it's
be you and
Niltech, Ryan,
Boogles.
LT,
Are you
or
joking?
that's probably it.
Fuck.
No, I'm saying if you're like if there's a team of 3, I don't think there's a team of 3 right now. I think Niltech claimed with 2 alive because
Niltech.
They're in the position where. Okay.
Accusation is, as medic, you have been a non-factor this game.
Wait, who seconded?
Do you actually think I'm a non-factor, Ryan?
What? You haven't saved the cop.
I patrolled the entire fucking game.
You didn't save the cop or the confirmed town.
No, I didn't save the cop. Yeah, you're right.
Or the
and
confirmed
I've been
town.
saving Fletch because I'm a fucking idiot, apparently.
Yeah, there's no way you saved Fletch last night.
You
I
saved Andy.
saved Fletch
in
last
case
night. I didn't think about Andy.
On you too. You didn't.
Yeah. Okay.
To be fair, like I thought Andy would. I thought I was dying every night, so I claimed the same thing that I've been claiming almost every other night, which is Fletch. Duke, I saved once. That's the only known save that I've gotten this entire game. There was a double stack on him, obviously. I'm obviously town. I've obviously been drinking because of the people that complain this game. Maybe
Rex, why do you look like that?
Maybe I actually fucked up by not saving Andy last night, but I thought
If
it
he's
was
a real
kind of
medic, I'm
meta.
gonna shoot
I
myself.
thought it was kind of meta that actually just saving Fletch instead of Andy.
If he's real, didn't save the cop, didn't save Andy.
Hold on. Let me actually go through this logic. If they don't actually save, if they actually don't try to kill me, I don't know if they would want to go for Andy. Obviously, they did. I fucked up. But I think they would go over the next townie, and I think Fletch has the most experience in this game. That could actually be Red Town.
Double A.
So
Double A. Sorry, Double A.
No, because Double A has done a lot of scummy things and a lot of like townie things.
Unless
to me,
Double A is
right?
also
No. Let me actually
also
fucking talk in my
doing
formal.
this.
Actually, let me talk. Don't actually fucking talk during my formal because I have a ton to say. You can actually rescind this and then reform on me after
No,
this
we're
if you
killing
wanna
him
talk.
now.
Double A is pretty towny at the moment, but like he's done fucking scummy ass things by pushing the vote on Ryan the first day. I thought that was really bad in general as town, but he could have been pissed off. I don't fucking know. Optic has been meh this game. He hasn't been pushing one way or the other, which is usually I think towny of him, but I don't know. Bayrex is almost a non-factor. He's talked a little bit. He's tried to talk, which makes him townier in general. But he's not voting on Pope, which I'm rechecking that he didn't do that.
I've literally voted on. I've only voted on I think one person.
Yeah, you didn't vote on Pope, so that's just fucking BOE at this point. Fletch, I've been talking about all fucking game because I want actually information about Fletch. Sorry. I want information about Fletch. Fletch is real has been changing his play a lot lately, and he's actually been really good at day 1 and day 2. But after that, he's actually not been doing well.
Okay.
LT is a fucking PoE at this point, and Boobles has been, like I said, non-factor most of the game. I would love to listen to her more because I think when she is Mafia, she gives herself
I've been hard
up
defending
for
Ryan the
way she's
entire
talking.
game.
Yeah, but
And
that means nothing.
It, it does when people think that he's
reading
Mafia.
Ryan means nothing to
Literally,
me because
it's
you
okay,
read
dude.
Ryan
I would have
every
saved the
single
confirmed
game,
town.
and it means nothing. If you actually think that that actually matters to me, it's actually just asinine.
What matters to
Ryan,
me?
you've been pretty
comment
towny
makes me
this
think
whole
Boo-Boo
game.
killed the
I've
confirmed
defended
town.
you every single point of this game. I don't give a fuck if you're getting pocketed by me or not. Like, you just been towny. Like, you're actually probably the top town of here. I think they would think Fletch is the more medic of the play. That's why I've been saving medic as Fletch, the medic.
Time in the formal is
all
up.
the time.
Would you like to push yours in? 10 seconds, no attack.
I wish you gave me more time. I actually like. I want to talk about 20 more things. I think the way Fletch is playing, he could have been red medic. That's why I've been saving him almost every night. And
that's
bringing
time.
up why.
With 8 alive, it will take 5 to lynch. If you wish to vote on Niltak, raise your hand. Camera in 3, 2, 1. Vote.
Oh my god.
That is enough. Niltak has died. The game has ended. I'm going to give the reveal. I'm not going to mute everyone. Please don't go crazy. There's 3 Mafia alive, 7. They kill 2. Even if they just kill 1 in a night, it's over. Your Mafia team that game is Daniel, AA, Fletch, and Pope died. Your cop was Rolo, Night 0, random on Andy Green. Oh, Andy Green. Night 1 on Duke Green. Then he died. Niltak was the medic. Night 0, Ryan. Night 1, Boobles. Night 2, Fletch. Night 3, Duke. Night 4, Fletch. Kaney was your Vigi, who wanted to shoot Pope or AA, but decided to hold his shot and said, I'm probably going to die with my shot here, which is a shame because he had 2 Mafia in his sight. He was really keen on AA, especially. So I think that could have made the game a little bit easier for Town. I think Mafia played really well. Fletch went under the radar. I don't think the CC to the cop was necessary. I think you would have won anyway. But well done. Congratulations to everyone. And keep drinking Niltak.
Hey, good job on the win, Town.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Please explain to me why you voted on me. Please,
Hey, Pope, I'm glad that bet.
So you realize you save Andy, and then there's 0
Dude, Town was doomed from day 1. Town was in shambles.
I would probably never have lynched Fletch. Probably not AA.
Since AA.
I like when AA.
I mean, round final 3, Andy, it's gonna be rough for me to see while I'm alive.
I couldn't believe that Mafia didn't put KP on Rolo Night 1, and I couldn't believe that Niltak didn't save Rolo Night 1 after his reaction. I guess it's a TMI thing, right?
I knew Rolo was the top day 1 as well. The way he was posting after me, and like, this is pretty obvious.
First thing I said on night 1 was like, I'm getting popped tonight.
Like, and I was thinking, yep, you're fucking dead.
No, what
and
are you
then I see
talking
the
about?
Mafia kills, and I'm like, oh.
I had a green Night 0 on Andy. I don't know what you're talking
I'd
about.
agree Night 0 on
Katie, please explain to me how I fucked that game up.
What, Niltak? What? Are you serious?
You have to say